Fuck. Alright. Let's see it. It's probably muted. We'll see. We'll see. Evil shit happening. Oh. Yikes. Dead. Evil stuff happening. What's up, dude? I took alive. Dude, fuck off. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way. Yeah, I'm muting this. Yeah, because why would we want to hear my voice? Am I right? Fucking hell. Evil stuff happening, right? Evil stuff happening. Quite the conundrum, some might say. Did. It's been so long. Hold up. Yeah. Hi guys. It's been quite the while. What's up, gamers? What's up, J7? What's up, Benji? Forgot I was waiting here and I got jump scared by a random start. Well, is it really, the random starts are the friends that we made along the way. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really been late per se. I'm usually just on time all the time. It's awesome. It's pretty sick. But yeah. Gulp. So, hi guys. So, yeah, how's everyone doing today? It's been quite the while since I've last streamed when new emo space content. Yeah. What's up, Kalu? All right, let me establish this in the beginning, all right? I'm going to establish this right now. The goal, okay? Even though yes, all money goes to computer. If you can manage to meet the goal, all right? I'll take a test. Whether it's personality test or gay test, I'll let you guys fight over it. But you know what? I'll take the test of your guys' choice. I'll even do a poll, of which one would you rather, and give it a few minutes. Okay, if you guys can meet, the goal. Okay, I'll do that. It'll be evil, but I'll do that if you can meet the goal. Evil shit. Greedy. Yeah, zombie. I am, dude. I like being able to pay for my rent. Goat already took the autism test. Also, what's up? Hi, Liana A. What's up? Hey, Blue. Twisted Doctor situation's insane. Yeah. Insane stuff. Happy to catch another stream. Oh, thank you, Ketamine. Ketamine sounds so evil to say in such a genuine way. It's like, oh, thank you. Thank you, methamphetamine. Yeah. I did not score high on the autism test, Jerry. I am neurotypical, and you all are haters, okay? I have no signs of autism, and you're all just coping. You're all hating, okay? That's what we're doing. But yeah. God. Okay. Yeah. I'm gay space. Actually, you see, Calvary is here. You see, I kind of rigged it a little bit, so it has to be $5 a down. But thanks for the effort, buddy. Yeah, evil stuff. Yeah. Dead. It's over. We are on top. We're winning. Okay. Hi, Mira. My God, they all say this. Dead. It's over. But you know what? You're right. Should I keep derailing? I'm about to take my final exam. Cool stuff happening. Yo, what's good, Ant? Did I mute your soundboard? Yeah, I muted your soundboard. Your bit has been fucked.
Oh.
Your bit has been fucked.
No, it's the joining when I joined. I don't know. I was playing with it earlier.
So,
hi, buddy.
Hi. So you're actually quite lucky for this stream. I don't have to share screen. I'm just reading a document. I'm reading documents, so you could be a lot more engaged in this.
The Twisted Doctor stuff, right? Is that what you're talking about today?
Yeah, and then you could get a little head start if you do a little stream. It's awesome. Don't fucking quote.
I'm thinking. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. Evil.
Yeah.
I am probably gonna do a video on all the Nezzy monster and obvious stuff probably later tonight.
I still have to do a stream on that shit.
I'm just fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I might have to do it in 2 different parts because there's a lot of videos I have to watch and things I gotta read.
It's several hours of content. Do what I used to do, really a lot more adamant. Just if you're gonna make a video on something, go over all the documents on live stream to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So it's yeah, you get something out of your research. It'll be pretty cool. I did that with Kai.
That's what I was thinking.
And Pasaru.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after or eventually sometime now. I'll go live and cover the Avian the Nezzy monster stuff. I think it's gonna be fun. Probably cut up into like 2 different live streams, but yeah, my goal.
Yeah, I 100% intend to go over that shit later, but it's like, not today. There's just
Not today.
feels like so much. It's like you need a lot of context to even you need some context to even meet up to it. It's like unironically, like if you don't even know who Nezzy Monster is, it doesn't like break the whole field of it, but it kind of like it would be a little confusing because like Avi was like Nezzy Monster's partner, so it's like
Right.
that kind of context is involved.
I know loosely about, obviously, because like I watched like Akuma's FCK Maximum, so I know like who Nezzy is
Yeah, so,
as a person. So I can at least like get decent context and go through it. I mean, I already watched Chuli's video on it before on my own time, and pretty much understand a lot of it. So
yeah, Chuli's a decent person. I mean, I've only like interacted with him a few times. Or all right.
you're probably one of the least insufferable people in the community, and that is saying something. So good job, proud of you.
I mean, I didn't really like their Kubo take, but it's whatever. It's whatever.
What was their Kumo take? What was
it's not really just like Chuli's thing. It's like a lot of art commentators do this thing where it's like he's just a young, mentally unwell man. It's like, dude, you know for a fact, bro. If this was anyone
mentally unwell is definitely a way to word that. Definitely.
Like if this was someone that you disliked, you'd be way more aggressive. Like, let's be real. Come on. What's up, dude? Like, this is evil. Evil shit happening.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're criticizing the 20-year-old man who I'm not gonna leak that last part. But no, like evil shit. Evil shit.
Evil.
Yeah, but no, essentially, yeah. I feel like I've let some people get in. They're all here for the A space. I mean, there's quite a bit of you. You all should like up and subscribe because that'd be cool. But yeah.
Everyone unsubscribe.
Wait, hold on. Is the evidence against Skrill liable? Yikes. I don't know what you mean by that, but let's see. Well, we'll find out, Solar. We'll find out. But yeah, anyways, we got some documents to go over, and to be precise, we got technically 4 in total, but 3 that have to do with the fucking SleepyKinq shit. So, and then we got like 2 tweets to do with the SleepyKinq shit. And
send me the doc so I can read it with you, because I don't think maybe I was sent it, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't feel like sending it to you, low key. Like if I'm
maybe send it to me, low key.
Like low key, like fine. You're so gay. Oh my god. Yeah,
buddy.
This is how we're doing it. See, this is why you gotta work individually like soldiers. All right. Anyways, I put it in like the little chat.
What?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Yeah. Fuck you.
Yo, it's blue. Not really. Yikes. All right. Here we go. We did a little trolling.
Yo, this guy just sent me. I'm gonna
shut the fuck up. It's physically documented. You can't troll these bloods. All right. Anyways.
Okay.
Yes. Let's get into it. Call out on SleepyKinq, Twisted Doctor, JFK on Fuchsius, Nasty Doctor, Bones, or Skrill. They go by many aliases. That's a good sign. CW, grooming, NSFW, rape mention, incest mention. Oh
no!
No! Fuck
no,
dude. This
child.
Now this is a document. Let's see.
This is a good document. I'm excited.
Hello, this is a call out talking about my experience and others with Twisted Doctor. Many might know him as SleepyKinq, creator of Doll Eye, Re-Nightmare, and the soon-to-be announced comic Get Slow Burnt. And then we see his channel. Pretty sizable guy, 612k. Pretty tall guy, 6 foot. All right. Twisted Doctor was born on including his birthday on September 22nd, 2001. This guy was born. Dude, this guy was born.
This is only a couple days before, after the tragedy.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
Dude, this guy was born 11 days after a tragedy, dude. That's horrible.
That's crazy.
And
the real tragedy was Twisted Doctor. Okay.
the real tragedies are the friends we make along the way.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay.
They were born on 9 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Fuck. It was in deep detail of their birth.
Dude, yeah.
Lord.
They were born in the southern hemisphere of the world and the globe, more specifically in the Queens. Yeah, and I was born on April 2nd, 2006. This is evil. I used to go by Croissant. Twisted.
Croissant.
Yeah, croissant. Twisted Doctor.
Croissant.
Okay, I feel like a dick now. Twisted Doctor groomed me from age 12 to
Ah,
4.
fuck. Fuck. This always happens. This fucking always. I always do this. I make a fucking joke and then I immediately feel like an asshole after making the joke. Fuck.
We go from 9/11 to grooming. What a domino effect. Okay, and I met him
I know.
through him asking me to send him ahigos. What? Of mystery. Keep in mind, my birthday is on April 2nd. Therefore, I just turned 12 years old in the screenshot. TD was 16. Oh, this is rough. Dad. And my mom was in labor for 7 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, Clover? Yeah? Fucking hell. Finally, some good fucking food.
That's something that you would like actually say in like a VC, Clover. I would not be surprised if you just know that.
You know, I
Anyway.
had a friend that was in labor for 7 hours and 16 minutes.
I had a friend. I knew a guy in high school who was in labor for 7 hours.
Dude, fucking hell. Then we got finally
God.
some good fucking food. Oh, I used to draw very good ahigos back then. I don't know. I don't think I want to know what ahigos.
I'm looking that up. I'm looking it up. If I get like
You're
some
gonna get
fucking
porn.
weird, please don't be. Is it is it a term in Japanese pornography for facial expression of character during sexual arousal,
Okay.
orgasm, especially during rolling with crossed eye? Oh, so it's the anime face. That's what that is.
Lovely.
Like the anime, like yeah, okay.
Time to change.
Why
his
is that
shape again?
cool?
No, not again. Finally, some good fucking food. Oh yeah, they screenshotted it again. Oh, I didn't even realize this. They have the thinking emoji. See, they're intellectual. As most of the fandom probably recalls, he would make Vore and inflation jokes a lot. Here are some screenshots from Birdie's server from 2018, in which me and SleepyKinq were mods in. Mystery. Shut it. Slaps ears. Could you Vore me already? Mystery. Looks around. Just Vore me. You know what? Walks to Mystery's throat. Mystery. Croissant is now inside Mystery's stomach. What the fuck is this role?
Croissant. Every time you say croissant, you gotta say it like he's like Carl says it. Okay.
Ted.
Croissant.
Croissant. Fuck, man. Dad.
Croissant is now inside the Mystery's stomach.
Dad, this is how you normally talk. Cross said as they roleplay getting almost digested by some furry. 2. Plot twist. We're all making on Mystery's pep. What? We're all walking on Mystery's pep. And we never fall down because of its constant erection.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why? What did he do in 2018? Apparently did some evil shit that we'll be getting into.
Evil shit? That's the best way to describe it, dude. Fucking diabolical shit happening. Jesus Christ.
Dubious actions commencing, dude. Like
despicable things are happening.
Despicably
Fucking
dubious.
Christ.
Yeah, we started becoming pretty talkative during this era, especially since I was so hyper fixated on his content at the time. I was a huge fan of Doll Eye and Mystery Burns. Can't relate, to be honest. I have no idea what the fuck that is, but here we are. I would like to note that this is Twisted Doctor's old account, which he deleted out of fear after his first call-out. However, I have evidence that this is in fact him. I also moved accounts. I am the owner of Moved3350. Twisted Doctor's old account is deleted user 894B0B01F83. Cool shit. Okay. Okay. Then we got proof of it being his account. The Birdie slime is even worse though. OMG, I'm back. Guap birthday. Hi, back. Yeah, my internet's back. Happy birthday. Fucking hell. And then, yeah, okay, I'm convinced. As you can see, this is Twisted Doctor's old setup. The username Croissant is mine, and it lines up with the date for the timeline. High quality SS plus more proof that this is his account. Dead. Dude. Fuck me. I've only learned about this guy for a few seconds. He already makes me want to throw up a little bit. I can't. No, I don't understand people who are unironically attracted to Vore. What the fuck is the appeal?
It's so fucking gross. You're ugh. Makes me want to gag.
You know, minors are not, right? Vore is just disgusting. The fact it's being sent to a minor obviously makes it egregious, but it's what the fuck is this bullshit? Dude, I fucking hate some of the Artcom kinks. This it's still not the worst one I bumped into. You want to know what the worst one I bumped into so far, Ant? Like I would like say is
What's
one,
that?
at least one of the worst ones. When I bumped into a guy named Dr. Crafty. This guy was into drowning. All right, like drowning his bitch. Like that was
What
unironically
the
his kink.
fuck?
Yeah, he would get off on the idea of pushing a woman's head down like a bathtub or something where she's like suffocating, and he gets like erected off of that.
Oh, okay. So he gets like a fucking hard on for like pulling somebody under the water until the bubbles stop. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like
Fucking
that was
evil.
I probably like physically retorted like that's like, dude, what the fuck? Never let that guy in charge of the waterboarding. That's what I'm saying. Fuck me. Fucking hell. I like cannibalism, not Vore. What? No, you're evil. You're evil. Here's proof of him purging stuff and admitting to freaking out because someone was going to call him out for the things he would say and do around people younger than him. What happened? I flued. Oh, you did? I mean, was it because of the thing that happened in the vent channel? Yeah, I then had a now purged discussion with the others. I impulsively kicked her out because sad crying emoji. Aw man, well, you really just wanted everyone to feel comfy, honestly. I don't think you're a bad person for doing that. It's just wacky because, like, but I also think she shouldn't get away with what she did. Okay. And then we got, I think maybe the group isn't for them. We could just DM them when we want to. I guess that's it. But I'm just scared though, because she knows a lot. Well, I don't really think she'd be able to do anything super extreme. Well, I talked about nasty, controversial things around young people. Why so blunt about it? God. Okay. I don't really see anything wrong with that. Okay. What the fuck? Also, I don't think she has screenshots of anything weird you said. Doesn't she admit it to saying a lot of stuff? I mean, and then like a lot of that stuff's just kind of like, let me get to see that. A little nibble, brother. Brother. Okay. Then we got, doesn't she admit to having a lot of stuff? I mean, maybe she wouldn't be able to destroy me, but she'd definitely be able to embarrass me publicly. Are you talking about stuff you said or NSFW you drew? Both. I did many things I wouldn't want to be public there. They're talking so guilty. Why? That's, bro, way to make this fucking clear cut. Like, fuck me.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean,
Fucking diabolical.
where would she even make them public? Tumblr and DeviantArt, I guess. Fuck me. I'm probably making things apocalyptic, though. I am
Apocalyptic, though.
Yeah, as opposed to nuclear. Me, I think I should try to kick out this person that sent rape art and was sending IRL gore of the worst case of self-harm to someone they didn't know to keep them out. What if they expose me for Vore PP crimes? Dude, this is not real. This document's not real, bro. Fuck me.
It's got to be a psyop. This has got to be a like psyop at this point. Like, Jesus Christ.
Talking like they already have the cuffs on. Real, dude, for real, bro. Fuck me.
You're fucking walking into the station, dude.
Dude.
While they're typing this, Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's like, it's like you go up to this guy's like, "How's your day?" I sent NSFW to minors, and I feel bad for. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
What the fuck starts a conversation?
Yeah. Oh god, I don't think anyone would really care if you drew NSFW or anything. I talked about rape and incest too a couple times. Angie emoji. From what I know, you didn't say anything gross or wrong. You were just having fun and talking about controversial stuff that anyone does. Yeah, but I feel as if I do it, it's a crime and I will get my whole career ended. Okay. Yeah, I kind of picked up on the R and ints being rape and incest, so you could have an idea of what was discussed in the server. Yep. Content warning for grooming / suggestive behavior around minors. I'll show screenshots of things that Bones said to me at the age of 12 to 13. These were all private messages. Okay. Fun stuff, dude. Fun stuff.
Great stuff happening already.
Yeah, then we got the person. I mean, I don't really care if you do or do look at it for... Sorry, I don't care if you look at it, but for safety reasons, I'd rather have no little babies interacting inside the chat. When's your day of birthest? April 2nd. I'm going to be a full-grown up, but next year. Nice. April 2nd, the day of dick. What? From that one day, your habitat will be the NSFW chat. JKJK. What? Dead.
Dick. What the fuck?
Happy birthday. Here's NSFW porn. Dad, fuck me. God, okay. Then we got, I say, full grown up as turning 13 years old was a big deal for me at the time. Twisted Doctor had an NSFW chat, which was 13 plus. Really? Come on. Dad. It just can't get any more evil. Haven't you ever seen someone giving food to their dog? What the fuck? No. Wow. Wish that were me. How does someone feed their dog? You should find something in the NSFW chats of my server for sure. Oh my god, what is that cock for? What the fuck? It's a good father feeding his son. Mystery cock for when?
Jesus Christ.
Dude, this is gross. My message got removed. Tragic. I don't know. Did you remove your message or did like a mod just not like you? Rip Samuel.
I don't know.
Sam, I'm too busy
Okay,
looking
message.
at Vore to like pay attention to your messages. Say hi to him. What a boy. You should try to pet him. He doesn't bite. I doubt
Okay.
that. I for some reason doubt that the Vore art won't have biting. God. Cat. Now that's a big one. What the fuck is this? He's a fat cat. I can see that. No, he just wants some belly rubs. Okay. Okay. Are you sure about that? The cat's not really evil so far. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I'm neutral on the cat.
Neutral on the cat.
Yeah. Evil messages. Evil. Okay. Oh, so me and Vore isn't a new thing. Fuck me. Spike it la plaza and soda la pizza. What the fuck is this bullshit? Oh my god. You know, you artcom people need to stop fucking like just typing gibberish, dude. Just think out your thoughts and then type it. It's literally texting. It's not that hard. What the fuck is this bullshit of like, 20 letters in a row? Just like inaudible like messages, dude. Y'all suck.
This is true. Fucking annoying. I hate it when people do it.
See, that's one of my ticks, bro. It's either that or, when they're like, laughing, they just scream, "Help!"
When Ace or when Ace Howler says fucking yeah, buddy, like for the 50th time.
But that's funny.
No, it's not.
Yeah. See,
maybe crash out.
That's different because it's me. Neutral on the cat. The next image. Yeah, I'm not neutral on this cat.
This cat is pretty cool, as Ace Howler said.
Yeah, I got like a jump scare of fat cat. Kind of looks like a Sonic art style with like the head, and I don't like that there's a comparison I can make. But yeah, there's just a few things art people do that are just evil, dude. It's like that. Like I swear to God, like even like when I was reading past artists' messages, it's like they were just like, it's like shut the fuck up, just type, dude. It doesn't take that long. Take the extra few seconds to say a word. I'm typing while stibbing. Like fuck off. And like I think like I can't like I mean tone indicators or whatever. I see those a lot too. I've only seen those in the art community, but it's like I can't take it seriously if someone goes up to me and someone would be like, "Did you groom someone /Gen/serious?" Like groom /SRS. Evil shit. I'm getting way too caught up on like this. It's just evil. Artcom is evil. Okay. But yeah.
Dastardly.
Dastardly evil. Then we got
Dastardly.
Yeah. And then we got when she tells you sex is basic human need. Yeah, let me just send this to a 12-year-old real quick. Gosh. Dead.
No.
Dead. Hern. Whatever the fuck that emoji is. Multiple texts that prove he knew that I was 12 at the time. Fun stuff. Thanks, Evan, for that. Ace did shoot groom /SRS. Yo, well, oh hey, what's up, small dog?
Hello.
Yeah, we're going through a document. It's pretty awesome.
Isn't it really sad that like Ace is just not giving you enough attention, Sam?
Okay.
It's like it's fucking annoying. Like I need the attention that I need.
I'm not getting any attention, and I feel like I've been replaced, and it's horrible.
Like I've been replaced.
Evil.
Evil.
Evil
It's
stuff.
fucking sad.
Well, see, Sam.
Child.
Join us with the essays, bro. Okay, we're gonna be looking at some pretty cool documents.
Yay!
I like how your name is still Small Dog.
I need to change that, bro.
Do you think like if
I mean-
like Lio Convoy comes in, you just hear the prowler noise?
My God.
Ace, what the fuck? Why did you kill my cat? Why did you do
change
that?
this, man.
Oh. Okay, now everyone's doing the fucking toad indicators. You're all evil. All evil. All evil. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go to see the evidence that Twisted Doctor, the 16-year-old, knew that this person was 12. Alright. That is evil! They said it outright! Fine, you 12!
Well,
I'm not 12. I'm +1. 12. ... Okay. Leaves your server and leaves my mod position. I knew I shouldn't have trusted a 12. I'm a 12-year-old. Hi, 12-year-old. I'm da. No. Cowboy emoji. What the fuck is this bullshit? Dude, this is diabolical. And then this is a banger right here. We got them saying, haha, you're 12. They just can't stop incriminating themselves. They just can't.
dude.
I'm just waiting for them to say you're pretty smart for a 12-year-old. It's bound to happen.
I know they gotta cross out all the check marks.
Yeah,
dude.
they just cross him saying he doesn't care about me having these NSFW art. You're welcome. I hope mystery eats you. Okay, so one of those channels is basically your NSFW art, so I'm sorry. I don't care. If there's rape, I'll kill you. What? What? No, there isn't. Rapey bad. Well, thank you. Thank you, 12-year-old, for clarifying that. Then
I'm so happy the 12-year-old is the one here letting us know that rape is indeed a bad thing.
Rape is no good. Boo.
It's a no-brainer. Is it?
No-brainer? No-brainer, buddy? Yeah?
It's a no-brainer. Rape is a no-brainer. That's all I gotta say.
Then you're fine.
Endorsed by Ace Space.
Oh, dude, if that wasn't bad enough. No, there isn't. Rapey bad. Then you're fine. I drew a man sucking his own dick earlier. Why would you follow up with that? Why? Dude.
Why did you just... Dude... You're just really excited to let them know, hey, I drew this guy sucking a dick once.
It's like-
or earlier
like-
today. It's like kind of weird.
Hi, 12-year-old. Here's some porn.
Here.
Dude, this is fucked. This is fucked up. Dude, this is like the most stereotypical, like, AMC creator exposed in this community. And it's just, he's checking all the marks. God. Oh, God. Him asking me for NSFW to show his IRL friend. He was 18 years old at the time of the screenshots. Original was uncensored. Fuck me. I meant to do that, yes. It looks so weird. It's like half sharp teeth, half human teeth. Dr. Cody, can I have the black pick? What do you want? Black? Sure, wait a second. Okay. What the fuck? This is like a cat guy with a dick. I get it censored, but bro, I just traumatized my IRL friend, thanks. Grooming people in real life too, dude. This guy's a soldier. Fuck me. Desensitizing everywhere he goes. This is evil. This is fucked up. Dude. Triple Threats server. This server was originally mentioned in the first call out. In the server, there was a channel called Meat Room. Oh, fuck me. This was technically the NSFW channel. Who the fuck? Hey, Sam, if you have an NSFW channel, would you name it Meat Room?
Meat meal.
Meat Meal? Yeah, buddy.
I'm putting that down right now. Meat meal.
Dude, if Ant had like an NSFW room, he would call it like the premium steakhouse or some shit like that.
Oh my
no,
God.
no. You know he would call it? He would call it the package.
The pack, bro. Yours would be like Ace takes up all my space, bro.
This is evil. This is evil. which you would, oh god, fuck me, which you would gain access to once you became
Oh, thank you.
13. Why? PK Thunder, a 14-year-old at the time of these screenshots, was kind enough to lend me these. This is a repeated behavior of PK Thunder Lonely. I also had a suggestive roleplay when they were 12 with TD and Spacey Galaxy in 2017. Also, yeah, apparently, fuck me. Okay, hold up. Little intervention, because zombie art moment. Let's see what they did.
Oh, great.
This is gonna be evil. Don't fuck it, dude. Zombie, if you just keep redoing this art and it's just like evil, evil text on it every time, you suck, bro. You suck. Because the last one they made was like Kai Weiss supporter or some bullshit like that. This is evil.
Bro, they've run out of ideas. They're not original anymore.
Yeah, they're incapable of wholesome art. God. No, it'd be called the Goon Space. Fuck off, Yen. Fuck
The
off.
goon space.
God. Okay.
It doesn't have a ring to it.
What the fuck is this? They weren't capping. It was called Meat Room. No boner, no penis. And Dr. Skrill is the TD person. I wanted to cry because he's so horny and he can't help it. Lovely. Twisted Mystery will never break into your house while you sleep, drool on you from the ceiling, and pump you full of centipedes. What the fuck? I'm not sure how it works with cancer here. What? I'm not sure how what works with cancer. What do you want about, bro? I pledge allegiance to Big Ol' Cowboy SL. Is that a pledge? Is that as the pledge I'd actually stand for? Rolls eyes, horny people. Okay, dude. Okay. We got Dr. Sunshine saying, sometimes I forget that since mystery is a layer below mystery, he's a horny man too. He didn't even spell horny right. It was horny. And then we got blank is definitely horny for mystery. And then we got fuck me. Mystery nasty. I'm talking about nasty. Mystery want to have a longest dick context. Lawrence. Yes. Leonard, you will lose. Lawrence. Oh, is that a challenge? A mystery. It may not be the longest, but you can't do half the shit I can do with mystery. You pussy.
My God.
Fuck me. Oh, really now? Excuse me, I have a not a pussy. Okay, Dad, what the fuck? The real crime is Discord light mode. Yes, when we're looking at child grooming, yet I agree. The Discord light mode is obviously the most egregious thing here.
That's the most. To be fair, that's the most true. Like anyone's ever said. So you can find grooming and paedophilia everywhere, right? Fucking God, you know. But seeing Discord on light mode, that is a new revelation.
Dad, I'm opening up a Coke for this, man. Fuck me.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. That's the reason you're opening up on a Coke.
Yeah, it's my seat that's different. Nah, anyways. Him allowing me in the 15 plus server. Fuck me. If you were at all in the Twisted Discord, Twisted Doctor / SleepyKinq fandom from 2016 to 2022, then it is no secret that it was inappropriate for many young impressionable kids. He had a server called Mystery Stomach, in which he had 4 NSFW channels. Here's a mention of it since I was a mod in the server. Why do you need 4 servers? Like 4 rooms for like just porn? At that point,
Top Gooner.
At that point, you might as well just go on Google, man. Like, fuck me. Like, incognito mode would be like more beneficial than whatever the fuck they were doing. God.
And Ace is coming from experience.
Yeah, whatever. Skrill, sorry for interrupting you, but someone uploaded IRL NSFW, that's what we're going to call it, in the NSFW channel. They deleted it, though. And they have 2 strikes. Radical! Who are they? God.
Bro.
This guy's not real. This guy's not real, bro. Twisted Doctor. May the Lord forgive me. Cursed justice. I hate it. Well, yes, I do. But I don't really enjoy having this pee-pee thing much. Oh. I can make you enjoy it. Oh, I can make you enjoy this server. Fuck off, dude. This guy's not real. This is evil. This is too comically evil. Dad. When his server turned 15 plus, he allowed me into the server under an alt account, which I named Mr. Daggers. I had just turned 14 at the time, while he was 18. Wait, look. I'm like talking to Blink about it so they can help me how to type differently and stuff. So edgy. I should maybe use periods when I feel like it. Yeah, okay. Are you actually gonna put caps on your first letters for like a year? Okay. Am I not? I'm too dedicated already. Late to go back. Okay. Person, who are you? Me, I'm 15. That doesn't answer who you are. Who are you? I'm 55. Like,
12,
God,
18.
God, Dad, fuck me. Twisted is 23, turning 24 in like 2 to 3 months. This is cool stuff. Cool stuff happening. You meant I'm 15. I am 15. I'm putting too much effort into this. Don't make this person too different from you, though, because, like, I think it would ruin your fun and stuff. No, don't worry. It's not going to be completely different. I'm just trying to not make it as obvious, I guess. Dead. True. I'm making people call him Dag Tragger. Can I join the server now? Okay. Cool. One of my friends talked to Mr. Dagger's account. It's so uncomfortable. Well, if you ever do, don't tell anyone I allowed it. I know I'm hypocritical and biased as hell. Of course not, don't worry. I don't want to get you in trouble or anything. Please don't tell anyone about the minors I interacted with, please. I'm begging you. Dad. Shortly after, TD's partner at the time, Prince Chain, Sam Cat Lasagna, in the screenshot messaged him asking if he had let me into the server, which he denied. This shows that he knew it was wrong and was willing to lie so that it could continue. Speaking Spanish, I don't. Okay, they translated it. Is Corey still a mod in your server? Because they are 14, I believe. Crow is not in the server. Cool. Cool stuff, I guess. Fuck me. All right. Then we got explicit NSFW suggestive content he privately sent to the Triple Threat server GC. His obsession with Vore would go so far as to draw people younger than him to get eaten by him. Members censored for privacy. What? So he was just into like freaky Vore shit. He would take like minors' characters and just be like, "Eat me." This is just disgusting, bro. Like, what the fuck? Oh wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, guys. I joined.
Oh no! He wasn't have the minors eat them. Misconception. He was eating the kids. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, sorry. Classic misconception. Yeah. Fuck me.
You fucking prick, yeah, right?
Yeah. You fucking dickhead. This one included the whole friend group. Fuck me. Dead. However, to at least confirm that these were mainly younger people, I decided to at least uncover my old Sona in the last one. Where? Ah, right here. The fuck? Okay, you're on his eye. At least I think that's its eye. And then we got here's Twister Doctor's / Bones ref sheet and mine for confirmation that these were the Sonas and not just OCs. Okay, lovely. Male 20. He would have multiple fetish role plays with me. Here is one of the scenarios he would usually play out. Dead. Dead. Shoves my water tube down your throat. We did not just call it that. we did not just call the fucking dick the water tube. What the hell?
The walls of the tube.
I heard you're thirsty, baby girl. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Then we got, as for the emoji that I sent in the screenshot, it was a drawing that he sent to me and a couple of other younger people who looked up to him at the time. While it might not have has much proof, I can confirm its existence. Okay. I don't really know what to make of that, to be honest with you. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Okay, here's it more fleshed out. I don't know. What the fuck is that? It's like, it could be suggestive. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh yeah, that's definitely suggestive. Okay. That's evil. Diabolical even. This behavior got dragged for as long as 2020, in which we started separating from the friend group. I would draw in Aggies, and he would just draw over it to make sexual and Vore-related innuendos. The little mystery doodles were drawn by me, and I was 13 at the time, while he was already an adult. Fun. Mystery loves banana hams so much. Oh, I don't. No. Don't do that. Yeah, they love eating bananas, bro. Evil shit. That looks like gore art. Yeah, they're eating people. It seems that the doctor has found some snacks. Okay. I was about to eat someone else. This guy's hungry. Nuggies. Okay. One of the characters shown here is Damien, my really old OC from 2019 to 2020. Here's some proof that his character belongs to me. Yada yada yada. Secure scroll drew my baby Damien and me too. I'll post here because private lols. Okay. Twisted also drew a threesome drawing with me and PK Thunder's OC. He was 19 years old, while me and PK Thunder were 14 and 15 years old at the time. Fuck me. Higher quality drawing plus SS. Vore commission? You did not commission Vore from a fucking kid, dude. No.
I mean, game's game.
Fuck me. Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
Why are people saying water my tube in the chat, dude? Fuck all of you. Fuck you guys.
It's because Evan put Ace come touch my water tube.
This is evil. Gulp? Yeah, anyways. How much? Tell me specifically what you want and we could do a price. Examples, please. I don't have Vore examples. Oh, I thought you meant stuff like flat sketch, etc. Oh, okay. I want something seriously drawn and colored. I don't do sketches, and here's flat colors and shade to be recent. Yeah, they did commission Vore. Okay. Here you go. $6. Okay. $6 for that. Come on. Thanks, it's pretty neat, but can you please change the description? Because people are literally coming to my inbox saying mean things such as, you fucking commissioned Vore. I'm glad hecking died. Dude. This is what the fuck even is this anymore? Can you help blank how to set up the website thingy like how you did? He's too nervous to ask you. Please, thank you. Okay. And some more screenshots. Okay, I'll start when I get home. Is this gonna be like okay to post, or do you want me to keep it private? It's whatever, but I don't make it seem like it's whatever, but I don't make it seem like I'm into Vore, because I'm not. No, you definitely are, dog. Don't lie. Okay. Skrill, do you have any Vore with mystery that I can use? That's a ref with his mouth. I may be late, but here you go. And this person, yeah, was 15. Skrill, it's my birthday. Please don't hurt me today. Please, I'm begging. My wife took the kids. Happy birthday, buddy. Yeah, so they're aware of their age. Okay. Then we got Twisted Doctor denies having a Vore fetish in the section of his response titled Fetishes. He absolutely has a Vore fetish. Yeah, I think anyone could put two and two together. These were drawn by him in mid-2023 and late 2024. Twisted Doctor's former partner, Phosphine, acted as a PR manager for him in his studio, Dreamstead. They helped him write his response to the call-out and defended Bones for years. After many of TD's former friends and associates called them out on their behavior, they decided to dissolve Dreamsteed and stop work on Doll Eye. Posting an announcement of the Doll Eye server, it should be noted that they only dropped the project after they realized it might endanger their career. Okay, and let's take a little look at this. Everyone, I made the very difficult decision to leave Dreamsteed and to cancel all my involvement in Doll Eye and other Dreamsteed projects. I know this will come as a huge shock to a lot of you, but I can no longer associate myself with the project. I know many of you will have questions, and I hope to answer as many of them as I can in time. But for right now, my main priority is to distance myself from this project and to move on and live in private, personal life, and I'm stepping down. I'm unsure of what the future of the project holds, and I no longer wish for it to be something for me to be in charge of. Bones is now solely in charge of the project, since it was his project to begin with, since the Patreon happened under my friendship and was my idea. I will make my personal duty to ensure Patreon supports receive refunds. Their entire contribution. I know many of them were involved in or have at least heard of controversy this project and its creator have been through. And if you have any doubts at all of this project in the past, I would encourage you to distance yourself from it. It will be much better for you, I think. I want to thank all of you for the good times. I'm so sorry, everyone. Goodbye. Since I'm leaving, I will leave to the current mods as whether they would like to continue the server as an unofficial server with no involvement from Bones, or if they'd like to delete the server altogether. I genuinely wish the best for everyone, and I'm so sorry for the shock and for the disappointment. Okay. Fun stuff. Fuck me. Yeah. I mean, okay. We got soon afterwards. TD, CEO of Doll Eye, Dr. Twisted Doctor, said that despite all of this, they would continue working on this game. Okay. Yeah, we saw that. Whatever happens soon, I'm going to say for the time being that I'm never going to discontinue any of my projects of artistic presence, if that's what you want to call it. Doll Eye will continue happening, and so will future projects. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey. We made it through the first document. This is diabolical. I'm shocked, bro. Fuck me, dude. So, you guys fuck with Vore.
My God.
We still got like 2 more documents to go through.
Oh, Antler's died.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to solo everything else, depending on how long you stay. But it's whatever. But yeah, fucking hell. Then we got this document right here. And this would be fuck, sorry. Fucking hell. There we go. There we go. So this document, right? Is this, yeah, it's a different person. My experience with Twisted Doctor / SleepyKinq, Space Galaxy, Spinky, right? Yeah, okay, different document. Content warnings, grooming, NSFW, rape, Google Drive with screenshots. I am PK Thunder. So yeah, this is PK Thunder's like that. Yeah, they were briefly mentioned in this. This was that I think 14-year-old that they were having like weird RP DMs with. But yeah, here we go. I guess we get to hear from them. So fucking hell, absolutely insane work. Yeah, dude, this is I think the quickest I made it through a document without getting too distracted. I'm locked in. This is awesome. Okay, but then we got here. In this document, I'll be referred to by the names of PK Thunder, Dream, yikes, Namina, what? A lonely paper bag trash. Dead. My birthday is April 25th, 2005. Twisted Doctor's birthday is September 22nd, 2001. Spacey Galaxy's birthday is June 30th, 2001. The recent victims who came forward about Twisted Doctor's grooming mention events that took place during 2018 to 2022. While I was also affected by Twisted Doctor during doing similar things with me at the time, the most inappropriate things that Twisted Doctor did to me were from 2017. It is important to note that in 2017, Twisted Doctor and Spacey Galaxy were 16. Okay. Normally, I would not make a call-out post containing things that were done by a minor, as the person usually stops this behavior as they grow and learn, and it's not appropriate. It is not appropriate to partake in those significantly younger than them. However, Twisted Doctor has continued this behavior after he turned 18. I show these not to criminalize Twisted Doctor for things he's done as a teenager, but as a way to show that this is a repeated behavior, and he has continued to do with other minors after me, even after he turned 18. As for Spacey Galaxy, I know them not to criminalize her, but to provide context to my relationship with Twisted Doctor. Okay, triple threat server. So we went into this a little bit briefly, but yeah, here we go. Ace abuses my ears with the doc. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? This is educational stuff, yet. Educational stuff. But yeah, we got the triple threat server was a private server that consisted of Twisted Doctor and his friends at the time. The ages in the server range from 12 to 18. Twisted Doctor has drawn me and several other minors and micro Vore fetish scenarios. I revealed where I was in the image. I was 14 at the creation of this drawing, while Twisted Doctor was 17, about to turn 18. It is important to note that the character used to represent me in this drawing was not a persona. It was a drawing of what I looked like in real life. That doesn't look like you. Well, I thought mystery face hiding my identity. Okay. This was done because I did not have a persona at the time. Mystery was chosen to hide my identity as I used to heavily resonate with the character. That's what most personas are. In the Triple Threat server, there was a 13 plus NSFW channel called The Meat Room. Ooh. As I was 14.
Bro, there is just no way, bro. Who comes up with these names, man? The Meat Room.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least if you're gonna be a weird, like, paedophile type character, can you come up with like a better name than the Meat Room?
Let's take you to the stash. Yeah.
But anyway,
Trekking jockey as he like exposes his dick.
but like, if it was you, right, you can always go. I'm gonna take you to my ace space. Like,
I would
you've got
never say
something
that.
there.
That is actually
Well,
fucking
you
evil.
know, you've got something else plotted in your head. Well, we all know it.
Okay. I have some that confirm the channel's existence in the sexual remarks Twisted Doctor said towards others inside it. Yeah, we read these. We went over these in the first document. Yep. In the recent... Oh, fuck me. This image was shown with little to no context. That's me. So they drew a dick. Okay. I'm here to confirm that I am the artist of this drawing. Okay. The drawing depicts the different characteristics of Twisted Doctor's character, Mystery. These characters are known as the layers. The blue mystery as representation of Mystery's addiction and sexuality. I should not have been allowed to draw Twisted Doctor's character in a suggestive, horny manner. Okay. True. The Trouble Trio. The Trouble Trio was a group that contained my OC Lawrence, lol, Croissant's OC Damien, and Twisted Doctor's OC Mystery. Twisted Doctor has suggestive role plays with me and Croissant that depicted the characters flirting. Twisted Doctor also drew a threesome with me and Croissant's OC. Me and Croissant were 14 to 15 while Twisted Doctor was 19. Yeah, this was referred to a little bit earlier. While I do not have any proof of the role play, I do have proof of us discussing it afterwards alongside in drawings. Twisted Doctor drew of the character together. Yeah. There's a nice, interesting stuff. Mistake, very big mistake. Mystery, joke's on you. That turns me on. What the fuck? Also, what's up, Faceless?
Ace putting on his best act, acting like he doesn't do this in his private time.
Yeah? Yeah, buddy? Mystery. Ouchie. Can you do that one more time, Lawrence? Lawrence is gonna have the biggest mental breakdown when he goes home. Poor guy. I care, Lawrence. Lawrence, he burned Mystery this time. Enough to really make something wrong on his body. Ugh. Okay, then we got clearly insinuating masochism. I've had it with you both. I don't know how that proves masochism, but okay. Cool stuff. Then we got dead. Rape fanfiction commissions? Dead.
No, so normal stuff then.
Yeah, the usual. In 2017,
Yeah.
if you recognize the usernames Nanamena or Lonely Paper Bag Trash, you'll most likely recall them from Tumblr or Wattpad, specifically relating to rape/non-consensual fanfictions with Twisted Doctor's character. While I mainly wrote these themes due to being inappropriately exposed to them as a child on the internet, I was paid to write Rape by Spacey Galaxy. Okay. Is there someone that accept money for a fanfiction? I mean, I don't know. Hey, how much? Well, haha, I don't know how to get money. I never really get paid with money to write. How could I pay? Maybe a drawing? Okay. Then we got... Dude, this is way too small of a screenshot. I gotta control plus this shit. Okay, then, let's see. How does Leo treat Grace when he abuses and rapes him? What the fuck is this conversation? And what does he really do? Oh my, you want the details? What else do you think I was gonna write? I write rape, abuse, and NSFW, and etc. Yeah, JK. So, okay, they're laughing. Sometimes Grace refused to do sex with him, so he tied him up by forcing him. Sometimes Grace let it do it, though it depends. If Grace doesn't do how Leonard wants, Leo torture him with snakes since they are his biggest fear. But his favorite thing to do with him is bondage. I feel so sorry now. Don't be. Now, funny question. Dick size and breast size. Cool stuff. Haha, I know. It's actually very important information for me to know. Dude. Fuck me. Okay. There we go. This was the finished fan fiction and the date as proof of completion. Read at your own risk. Well, I'm not going to die of a heart attack by reading it now, aren't I? But, yeah. Grace ran from the goat, tears rolling from his cheeks as he turned every corner, feet stopping behind him. Grace started panting with sweat as he continues to run. He couldn't take it anymore. He just wanted to get away from Leo. Leo ran to another side of the place Grace was running to, and took a shortcut to make him right in front of him. Time's up, Grace, he purred as he gripped the collar of Grace's shirt. You've been a bad little kitten running away from your master, Leo teased. Leo, please, just one day. I just want one day without being raped. What the fuck is that banger? I just want one day without being raped. Grace sobbed.
Just one day where someone doesn't fucking violate me. One day.
Ted, stop whining. You sound like a fucking child, Grace. Tears flowed through the kitten's fur onto the floor. Pathetic. Leo threw Grace into the floor, tying his wrists together. You know, this would have been so much better if you didn't run away from me, Grace. Guess I'll have to make this more difficult. Leo stripped Grace down, revealing an old man filled with scars and bruises from his cuts. His face was filled with fear and wet from his sorrow tears. Leo then stripped down, leaving them both naked, revealing everything. The ram walked up to the cat, bending down to his level. Suck it up and deal with it, and stop complaining, Leo snarled. Dude, what the fuck? You're right. You're totally right. Yeah. Fuck me. Derail. Too much info in 5 minutes. You're right. What should I derail with? Getting a ping in art room. This is evil. I'm probably getting like absolutely mugged. What the fuck? Dude. I might ban this person, unironically. This is evil. You guys are fucking awful. Absolutely, ugh. Dead. You know what? Just for that, I'm never derailing ever again, and I'm gonna reread this document 10 times because you guys suck.
Oh my god! I've seen that in the art.
Yeah.
Who is this? Name and shame, man. How do you say this, bro? Is that Valentine Soldier? However you say it, bro. You are a filthy, disgusting, furry, paedophile degenerate.
Sad.
I'm assuming you've been groomed at some point in your life, and your parents don't love you. Possibly trans.
Okay, calm down.
These are just assumptions I can make from the art that you have posted. It's a shame that you've decided to put your good art talents into drawing something so despicable.
Evil stuff.
I really hope you're happy with your life.
They're
probably
thriving.
won't be going on for very long.
Also, fuck your new name, by the way. But like, yeah, this fuck off. This was shown to provide context. I used to be very public about creating the type of writing, and Twisted Doctor was aware of that. Twisted Doctor and Spacey Galaxy were close friends at the time and still are friends. This post shows evidence of this. I unfortunately do not have any proof of it, but I recall creating a rape fan fiction with Mystery and Alfred as payment for a drawing that from Twisted Doctor in 2017. While Twisted Doctor did not specifically ask me to write rape, he did not deny it as payment for a drawing, bro. Here are screenshots of the finished fan fiction. I was 12, and Twisted Doctor was 16. Okay, sure. Fuck me. Let's zoom in. Fuck me, dude. Fuck. Rape warning. Okay. A light flickered as the canine scrambled away trembling. Whimpers escaped his mouth with a sorrow tone as Tears dripped from his steamy cheeks. Mystery! Please! The hound cried out, the feline concerned by weeping mud smirk on his face. Just relax. Don't want you to waste all your screaming right now, do we? Mystery's POV. I grinned devilishly at the weeping canine, his eyes filled with tears as I walked closer to him, my shoes making a clicking sound on the hard floor. Click, clack. He looked so fucking pathetic. I grabbed the collar of his shirt, looking him in the eyes. You know exactly what I want. I spat and with a seductive tone. The hound let out a shaky sigh as more tears streamed down his face again. He whimpered. My grin turned into a fro, getting me upset with anger. Do it! I demanded. Ted, no words spoken. Only his sorrows as he slides off his pants with his tears dripping on the floor. His belt clicked on the cold floor as he reached for his boxers. I gave him a sheepish grin, staring down at him. I can tell he gave a shiver of fear in his spine, making him uncomfortable. He slowly slid off his boxers, placing them on the floor. He let out a shaky sigh. Looking down at the floor, what did you plan on doing this time? He puffed weakly. A smirk spread across my face as I continued, so I looked down at the weeping canine. It's a surprise! I purred excitedly. I can see more sets of tears rolling down his cheek and to his chin, making me chuckle. His whimpers echoed the dark room with only one light. It flickered at times, annoying me. And that's pretty much where it cuts off. Dead. Why is a dog called Black Cock? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dead. That was a pain to read. The text is so small. I don't even think it was intended for me to read, but whatever. We got it. We got it, boys. We got the rape fanfic. God. In 2017, Twisted Doctor and Spacey Galaxy would have NSFW roleplays with me. One time I had an NSFW roleplay with Twisted Doctor during a live stream. Oh, dude. While I do not have proof of the roleplay taking place, I do have proof of discussing one of our roleplays on stream. I was 12, Twisted Doctor and Spacey Galaxy were 16. There's gotta be like a clip of that existing somewhere, I would imagine, right? Like, I don't. What did I walk in on? Oh, we're going over some Twisted Doctor stuff. Okay. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, I've already seen the left screenshot with like them talking about like having a dick challenge, but the right one. Speaking of the RP, did I do good at RPing the characters? Yes. Yes, Frodage is so good. Oh, yeah, you did a good. Yes. Yes, that was better than I could do. Holy shit, absolutely wow. And they're my own characters. Yeah. Dead. Brother. Dude, fuck me. Final thoughts. I wish I had more proof for most of the things I listed, but I hope after all this comes out, you can believe my story. I once again want to state the following. I am not trying to criminalize Twisted Doctor Spacey Galaxy for things they did when they were 16. However, showing these screenshots were crucial for the context and evidence of my story. I don't want to ever be associated with these people or this drama. Do not reach out to me. Keep me anonymous. Dude, see, this is going to be the tedious part. You don't want to be associated with the situation, right? But you made a whole document about it. And it's like, you didn't keep yourself anonymous, like, either. You, like, put, like, your Discord tag in here and, like, also aliases you go by. It's like, I don't know. That always confuses me when people come out with stuff but just, like, want to remain anonymous. Because it's like, if, like, let's say Twisted Doctor does respond. He's going to know who you are. And if he really is, like, this big evil guy that you think he is, he's not going to, do you the due diligence of, like, keeping you anonymous.
Well, I never got that right because, like, yeah, I get why people would want to remain anonymous, right? But surely they know that that's just going to backfire, right? That that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's like, if he really wanted to, like, he could just say who this person is. Like, I don't know. If that's the worry, it's like, I don't know, man. That's rough. I feel like you should try to make the document with the intention of, like, or the understanding that you're gonna probably not be anonymous. Like, I don't know. That's tedious. But yeah, then we got, I hope all the victims are handling the situation well and are/have healed. I knew most, if not all of them personally, and my heart goes out to all of you, Spacey Galaxy, I hope you have changed since the last time we talked in 2017. Twisted Doctor, I hope you make the right decision. Please let all our voices and stories be heard. But yeah, okay, so that finished the second document. That was, to be fair, shorter. It was 11 pages. As opposed to like the one that was like 27 pages that we went through. So, interesting. We got like a third document about this situation. How long is this document?
Pretty fucking long.
15 pages. Okay. These documents overall are really not that bad in length. I've gone through 50-page documents and longer like before. I not anything crazy like, you know, the document, you know, like the I'm Alex doc, but you know, I've gone through some big documents.
750 pages I could go for. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
that would just be.
Would not wish that on my worst enemy.
There's a lot of words. Dead. Please let all our voices be heard. Lol. Real Kalu. Evan, is that the Evan from the Cinever support chat or a different sadly named Evan? yeah, this is it's Cine support squad fella. Dude, that's rough. That's got to be the worst way to get recognized. Were you in this group chat with the child groomer?
Did you defend a child groomer?
Did you try rizzing up the shoddy? Like, dude, that's rough. Dude.
I heard you tried making out with a child groomer.
Bro. That's awful. That's unfortunate. He's changed, I swear.
Before they put, sorry, I've just got to read this message out from the same person that recognised them. Damn, well, I ain't gonna praise you, but I'm not gonna shame you either. Well done.
Evil stuff happening. That's unfortunate, bro. It's like it almost stung as much as like that one time like someone recognized me and I'm like, okay, maybe it's from Excellent Router Jar, really like anything Arcom related. It's like, are you from the Mega Edits debate? I just like wanted to punch a wall.
Well, bro, how do you think it is for me, right? When that skibbity toilet Fortnite tweet blew up and like it was everywhere, all over social media, Instagram, Twitter, like there would be viral tweets still that come up about the fucking tweet, and I'll get recognised now and again as, are you that skibbity toilet Fortnite tweet guy? I actually want to blow my brains out.
The Skibbity Mafia was strong that day.
It's so strong, bro.
Yeah. God. Okay. I mean, fucking hell. Why is there a tiny emo ace? It's been kind of. I've had this character on for like a few streams. Midwick Bondman. Did you try rising up City, or did Kubo already claim ownership? Kubo said not to interfere, so I respected his decision. I watched on the cuck chair as he raised her up. Dead. That's rough.
Kuma really said, I handle this one, bro.
Imagine that also being your legacy, just rising up from her. Dad, even whether it was like, you know, legit or not, like that's how like a lot of people recognize you. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But yeah,
so it's almost as bad. Not just like it's a little bit less worse. It's almost as bad as giving up being recognized as Ace Howler's friend.
Dad, don't fucking say Ace Howler around me.
Shut up, bro. You fucking virgin.
Whatever, dude.
At least Evan's getting the groomer fucking like pussy. You're not getting anything.
Yeah. Anyways, dude, nearly 60 people, but like 13 likes, guys. Come on, you gotta like up, bro. You gotta like up. Anyways, we got. This is okay. Content warnings, sexual content, fetishes, Vore, racism, and racial slurs. Ooh, that's different. Twisted Doctor said the N-word. Dead. Did bro just growl? No, that was my mic just glitching. This is Web, Alfred, 8 on B, and 8 on C. We'll be referring to ourselves as these names throughout the document. About Twisted Doctor. Twisted Doctor, it is currently a 21-year-old game developer working on a project named Doll Eye with a team of friends named Dreamstead. He is well known for his animation memes on YouTube and the animation meme community. He'll refer to it as well, okay, we will refer to it as Skrill/Bones in the document, but it also uses Jeremy or Terry. His birthday is September 22nd, 2001. The document will not discuss what happened in 2016 and 2017. I mean, we kind of just went over that like almost like twice now, kind of like it was somewhat twice, but yeah. Anyways, I Web was an official Doll Eye Discord server, mod 2020 to 2021, and former friend of Bones 2018 to 2021. 1 year ago, I did have problems with Bones' racism. Fuck me. But I will not be going over this again, as I've already talked about it previously. All right, let's see where they talked about it in this link. Curious. Oh, they talked about it on a tweet. Is this the one I already have up? Oh no. Thread, hello, I've seen me before. Sorry, if you see me before, you probably saw me in the official Doll Eye twist. Okay. Slurs. What slurs did he use, though? Let's see. Sorry if that upset you. Very unironically, the word in itself sucks. I didn't know that made you uncomfy. You really could have just said anything else. You could reclaim instead of that. Yeah, I agree. That was very bad taste, and you have your right to be upset at me, but if you are. But I just want you to know that I've never made serious use of the word. Oh, so he said the N-word? Oh, but okay, so wait, so he could reclaim it? Then why the fuck are we getting on him? If they have like the pass, why are we getting on them for it? Okay. But after realizing what he said, I felt extremely heartbroken and betrayed, and I left the call. Oh, dude. A black man said the N-word, and I had to leave. It broke my heart. Like I don't know. Like what? I don't know why else they would say you could reclaim. Fuck me. Dead. Okay. Not even this. Okay. Even though this was a year ago, I only now decided that I wanted to completely break the mutual with him after brewing in my thoughts for a while. There's been multiple times he would make racist or anti-black comments this whole time while we were friends for a few years. I was maybe 15, 16 at the time. One I could name at the top of my head is that I was in a call with him while he was drawing. He began to write the word N-I-G down the character speech bubble, and a mutual told him to stop, and he did. Okay. Another time, after the hard R was dropped, his poor apology was said, I was in a VC with him again late at night. I could hear Skrill repeatedly say, black people be like, black people, okay. And I suddenly started to have a panic attack because oh, dude, you did not have a panic attack because some guy you said the black people be like me. Be fucking for real. Dude. Because after that hard R, okay, was said, I was terrified he was going to say something offensive. I was trying to tell him to cut it out, but I couldn't since I was panicking too hard. Eventually, I told one of my other mutuals in the call to tell him to stop. Dead. Is he black or white, or is the person black? Apparently, like, they said in the DMs, you could have reclaimed any other word. So it implies to me that Twisted Doctor is black. But, like, if he's white, then I guess it's different, but it's, like, dead. Dead. Okay. Then we got... And then on December 22nd, I got my first actual apology after 3 months. This just shows me comforting him about him possibly hinting at the hard R situation. What? And I had thoughts, and he was hinting this in a public server. In a panic, I deleted this message. Okay. Did apologize afterwards, but be careful. I said a bad words once, be careful. Okay. These were vague, honestly, but the ones in the chat were kind of dead. I want to be honest, as much as it scares me, I am scared. I'm very scared and disappointed in what I've done and cannot forgive myself for all the times I've hurt you. Dead. Fuck me. This cannot be real. This cannot be real. Looking at this. Some insensitive jokes that you don't like me very much and you don't feel comfortable around me, and it makes me feel guilty because you don't deserve this. You don't deserve having something that comforts you associated with a person that has hurt you so many times and keeps on accidentally doing it to this day. What I did was truly bad. My brain is fucked, and due to all this trauma, and I end up making gross and fucked up jokes. This makes me a really bad person. I'm afraid that if one day I'll hurt you so much that you'll hate me, and it'll be over, like, it'll be over me because I really did do something cruel in your presence, and I'll never forgive myself for it, even if I try my best to be better and learn from it. I know it's heavy, but I really wish for us to be good on good terms and comfortable with each other because I actually think you're super cool and fun to hang around with. Maybe I'm too paranoid. Sorry if that was the case. I am sorry. When I saw my chat being muted, I realized something was off. I'm sorry that I scare you. I will try my best to be that's the nicest person I could be. I want to provide comfort to a person. I don't want to be scary. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so TD don't get the pass. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know how they would be able to reclaim it though if they don't have the pass. He's not black. Then why the fuck did they say like he could reclaim it? That's so stupid.
Ice, you don't get it. Everyone can reclaim it.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, they did make the word. Huh? Anyway, anyways.
Exactly. Well, exactly.
And then there's me again, talking with him about 2 weeks ago with the whole racism shit I've been putting up with for years from him. Dead. Fuck off, man. Okay. Okay. Misunderstandings. You're free to reply to this, even if I reply, I don't feel it's right for you. Could tell. That's fine. Okay. Did blank or blank tell you mainly why I wanted to cut you off? It's kind of vague because they don't cross your boundaries. Oh, sorry, they didn't want to cross your boundaries. I do know one part. But everything else is a blur. Wish these people could speak. All right, well, mainly a part of it is because dealing with your racism this whole entire time we were friends fucking blows dick. Okay, times in the old mutual server Blink had to tell you to cut it out. Dead. And then they bring up the NIG thing in the speech bubble. Or how about the other time where you said the hard R in the voice chat just last year and everyone, including you, laughed about it in a call as I left. And a couple months after the incident, you proceed to say, black people be like, dude, fuck off, repeatedly in the fucking call while I was silently having a panic attack over it. And I had to ask Blank to tell you to stop. Yeah, I give you plenty of chances. You took advantage to make jokes about black people to hope it will slide, or you get a couple funny laughs, and while also having two black fucking friends in your presence, as well as me in the call while the hard R was dropped. You fucking laughed over it. All you did. Dead. Dead. Fuck this. Oh my god. And the time I DM'd about you black human tree. And I didn't like it since you drawn hanging from a noose around the time. Okay, that one would be fucked up. You admitted you don't know much about history, geology, etc. I don't care. Do you honestly even try to read up about history on African Americans instead of me having to spoon feed you information on it? Or you waiting to fuck up again, and I have to come in to save the day and teach you because you won't pick up a book or look up a couple words in Google about African American struggles? What is bro on about? Dude. Bro says black people would be like, have you done your fucking history? Like, fuck me. Dude, can you stop drawing me as fucking furry wolves, you evil fuck. Okay. This third document seems like it less focused on the grooming and more on the N-word stuff. Fuck me. I'm telling you because it seems like to me, you just don't give a fuck if you don't put forth the effort to learn about history and racism yourself, and instead let other black people teach you themselves when you yourself don't even try at all. Okay. I am like, I've lost all interest in looking at the racism allegations. Why does this keep going? Why?
You're not interested in the racism allegations?
I kind of want to just focus on the child grooming, dude. Like,
oh, you fucking bigot, you dirty fucker.
Dad.
People like you that want all black people dead, don't you? You fucking disgusting, disgusting guy.
You fucking dirty.
Always thinking about the kids.
Yeah. I'm drawing fan art instead of working on my commissions to be grateful. Damn. It would be cool if it was like something I could like, think is wholesome. But I mean, I guess you do you or whatever. But God. Well, that was something.
Your community can't do wholesome, bro. They are like 3K.
Fuck me. Before the official Doll Eye Discord server, there was another server made in October of 2017 named Mystery Stomach before it disbanded in May of 2020. My group of friends and I somehow managed to get into a group chat with Bones and befriended him. This group chat was named Triple Threats. Yeah, I've heard the name a couple times, yes. When we were friends with him, he would often talk about very inappropriate topics. Yep, okay, we know that. 2020 Mr. Stomach server was abandoned. Yep, we know that. It's 15 plus. Yep, we know that. The document believes that Bones was irresponsible and directly harmed his community of people who were younger than him and idolized him by encouraging the discussion of NSFW and fetishes. That was done. It should be addressed to prevent anything like this from happening again. Mystery Stomach and Triple Threats. We had a group chat that we'd often talk in. Yep, named Triple Threats. Yep. Long deleted. Okay. Yeah, we know this. We know this. Oh, yeah, let's get to the screenshots. Everything's been deleted. Yep, Bones at the time. Okay, we do have proof mentioning it's our close existence and our closest with Bones at the time. Hey, I know I'm not in Triple Threats at the moment, but would you still be comfortable with me eventually drawing your persona? Friend's old account. I really don't know, man. I need some time to think. I take all the time you need. Okay. Hey, bro, can you show me your ref sheet? Also, I think you ever get an invite to this emoji server. Here you go. Most of the people in Triple Threat server are in here too. I'm really sorry if I'm bothering you right now, but can I get a link to the Triple Set server? Oh, you ain't bothering me at all, dude. Don't worry. Here you go. Okay. Server existed. Cool stuff. Okay. Ironic looking back at this now. Okay. We also apologize for being very scarce in proof. It's very hard to look for any screenshots of the server where it's been deleted. Please bear with us. First archived around the late 2018 December. Okay, then we got It's Time. Change the channel name, Scrim Appreciation. Added SleepyKinq to the group. Okay. Yep. 134 people in the server. We got them sending.
Right, Alex.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
You're gonna have to deal with all of this now on your own. You gotta be strong.
Yeah, I'll be strong. I'll get through the child grooming all by myself.
Yeah, I know you. You'll probably participate, and that'll probably help.
Whoa.
So yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed.
See ya, bro. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yep. And then there was one. Okay. Date, proof of post, Triple Threats, August 30th, 2019, 10:01 a.m. Community label, everyone missing copy link. Okay. Yeah, so we got this. Okay. It's real. I don't really see the issue with this specific screenshot, but I guess just proof of existence. In this video, I'm referred to as corn/forbidden cornflake. Web in the video. Bones is in the call while drawing in the private group chat named Mystery 2. This is the video muted because of reasons. What? Are you gonna like... Okay. What? Okay. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay. Taken in 2019. I almost forgot. I'm sorry. Shut up. I forgot this is Skrillex server. Shut up. Oh my god. Skrills. Yes. Atomic explosion. Image. Taken in 2019 again inside the private server. Hands you a Lego rat. Pretty based. A snack. No! Me in the private server. Sorry if it isn't much. I will keep it forever. I love this white nut. Okay, white nut. You make the white nut sound cute. Okay. I'll keep it. Yeah. What does this have to do? I guess it shows the time. So yeah, this will be 2018. Okay. Inappropriate topics around minors. Bones has repeatedly made inappropriate sexual jokes with minors. This includes discussions of fetishes such as Vore and urination. While he has claimed that this is nothing more but humor, his actions and behavior says otherwise. Official Doll Eye Discord server. During 2020, in the official Doll Eye Discord server, Skrill started to make sexual innuendos about guys' Doll Eye's character, genital size for jokes. However, since the server is 15 plus, he ended up making jokes in front of multiple minors while being 19 at the time. I myself had to go to Skrill's DMs and tell him not to joke about that in front of minors. What do you think of a guy's long black coat? Yeah? Stop, I'm sorry. I want to hold guy's veiny hands and tell him everything will be okay. Huge, gigantic heart. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? Corrosion, a big, throbbing heart. Okay, enough. He's not that nice. Fucking hell. This is why minors shouldn't make exposes. Real. I mean, fucking hell. Here we go. Then we got Bones has made references to Doll Eye's antagonist Mystery, creating holes in the walls of his hospital rooms to perform sexual acts within the server. He has also mentioned sexual acts Mystery has done with the stuffed toy, Mago. Okay, got it. The deleted user is Bones. While it is difficult to prove that the account is him in question, the majority of the conversation is included to support the idea, as well as the first image. Also, for who didn't see this yesterday, because I deleted it since I feared it had harmful implications for trans feminine people. Today I asked on Twitter, and everyone seems to be all right with Mystery wearing dresses as long as I attempt to portray it respectfully. So, picture of the cat doing a little thumbs up. Okay. The content bringing sexy back vocals with a little bit of distortion slapped on the first harsh song I could put on my hands because it's funny. The brain, this to me resembles the intense and confused state of mind of a manic episode brought by years and years of trauma and regrettable harmful actions an isolated man has done to himself and who surrounds him. A man who is trying to grasp to whatever physical pleasure, but also physical discomfort he could attempt to bring himself, only to feel something else. It is hard to tell what it feels like. Does it feel good? Does it feel horrible? He doesn't even exist. Who cares? Me making the most ear-gratingly foul-sounding thing. Funny false sex. Now, I see M2 singing, bringing sexy back. Sure thing, but it's because that despair. Some people make love to 3 inches of solid cement to cope. Yeah. NSFW people who are alright with themselves don't do walls, but feel free to correct me on this, wall fuckers. Hello, guten Tag. Okay. I've been bonjour or whatever you want to greet me in. I'm Anon C in this document for those who are curious. I've been a massive fan of this content for many years now. About roughly half a decade, 5 years, I used to support. Why do we need to be corrected on what a half a decade was? Okay. I used to support Bones financially between this year's 2018 and 2012, but I stopped supporting them for roughly 6 months between December 2020 to June 2021. For personal reasons, I'll not dive into it for now, as this isn't too related to the topic I will talk about. I stopped supporting Twisted Doctor and his content for good in July 2022 by quitting Patreon and leaving the new Discord server because it gave me genuinely bad memories and how it deteriorated over time. And now looking back at how it treated my friends and loved ones who were also his supporters and friends was terrible. I can't handle being in a community where people aren't treated right because of their background, and worse, it just kept up leading to various bizarre interactions with them, whether it was about fetishes, NSFW, or plain up bigotry like transphobia or racism. While I was in the Mystery Stomach server, I was in voice call with Skrill on April 15th, 2018, with a couple of others roughly around the same age as me or a year older. I was 13 in the voice call in 2018 with Skrill, who was 16 then. I asked him as a joke to draw my character getting vored by his character, Mystery Burns, for which he offered roughly $20. I assume he sent me his PayPal through direct message or voice call chat, but I do remember paying through PayPal. And I instead paid $1 because I didn't have enough money at the time since I was young and didn't have a part-time job, and when he drew it, I was shocked, but at the time, laughed along as well everyone else did in the voice call. Skrill then posted a drawing on Tumblr, which is now deleted, but I still have the picture saved after a day of drawing it, and later reblogged it on his old art. Okay, this can be seen here. All right, let's take a look at what this person made. Yeah, I'm not citing it at Tumblr. Not for okay. Oh yeah. Someone paid me for this. Don't look at me like that. Keep reading. There's nothing here. Dude, these links suck. Whatever. Then we got. But unfortunately, the image is not on Tumblr anymore. Thank God for that. Since, like earlier, the post is now deleted 2 years after it was posted since he moved it onto Twitter in May 2020 and deleted all his posts from an old Tumblr account. I still have the drawings saved from my phone and computer, so here's what it was. I have blurred out my character for privacy and to stay anonymous. Okay. I'm nearly turning 18 at the time of writing this, so deep down I regretted making that decision the more I thought about the drawing Skrill did of one of my characters as a joke commission. I was only 13 and still had a child's brain like when I was 12, as there was no difference. Throughout the ages of 12 to 14 years of age, I was exposed to a questionable amount of people at a very young age through Discord. Twitter and Tumblr particularly, and not knowing that NSFW and other fetishes were very harmful and dangerous, especially for a young child to be on the internet seeing. The more I aged, the more I felt like I should have left these fandoms sooner and not be taken advantage of for my age and my gullibility, being too trusting around others. I still have the issues to this day of being very trusting to others. I don't know personally, and I hope that I don't end up being with the wrong people as I reach adulthood. Anyways, that's all I have to say about my experience with Skrill in the older server when I was 12 to 13. Anon C out. Okay. Then we got the chat is dying. Ace, react more. Dude, I'm like reading. In fact, you all should just like up, dude. That would be awesome. But yeah, anyways. In the future, DMs may be sent to be or released when the users feel comfortable enough to post them here. When needed, the doc will be updated with screenshots due to privacy reasons. The screenshot is crossed out to conceal the anon. The deleted user in questions is Bones. This is also a DM between the user and Skrill in 2019. Said user was 13 at the time. Skrill is 17. I know it's hard to identify deleted users on Discord to prove it's Bones, but keep in mind that his first account was deleted and he moved to another account, so you may see that. Attached web. It's cold. What about now? Yeah, fucking piss emojis. Dude. Warm. Dude, fuck off. Disgusting. This one will end up in the future rant as proof that I'm creepy. Stay away from SleepyKinq. He pisses on kids. So creepy, so creepy. Whoa, he's so self-aware. Fuck me. In this private server, Bones made frequent discussions of Vore and other fetishes. NSFW was openly discussed, and also contained an NSFW channel. His behavior created long-lasting negative impacts on multiple of his friends who were younger and idolized him. Dead. Well, so we could prove this even is SleepyKinq. Yeah, it's been proved in like the first document. These three kind of like interlink a little bit. But yeah. Then we got Though I actually don't have screenshots of this happening, I do remember it happening inside of Triple Threats in 2019. I remember him explicitly saying if necrophilia was consensual or not, and everyone started to talk about it back then. I was off-put by him bringing the topic up to the table. I was shocked. I wasn't sure if he was related to the character mystery, but who knows. As well as that, I do remember him talking about Vore a lot of back then in the group chat. And in the private server, he ended up drawing Vore by friends a couple times and even talking about it and looking back at it this day. I'm still not sure if this was a joke or something he was actually going into, but again, I'm not entirely sure. But the effect of Bones talking about Vore also made some of my mutuals draw Vore as well, especially myself. When there was an NSFW channel present on his old server in late 2018, I would often participate and draw an NSFW for him just to get approval from him. He didn't stop me. This was also before the 15 plus rule was implemented and the new server was made, so plenty of kids under 18 saw this channel. It was not private, the channel was public. Here are some pieces drawn by Skrill, including my friends' characters, all have been blocked for privacy. Okay, okay, here we go. Yeah, we've seen those, seen those. Yep, okay. Yeah, we saw those in the first document. Hello, this is Alfred speaking. I'm the owner of the old Slimestory Burns, or the Slimestory Tumblr blog that ran for 2 to 3 years. I'm also one of his ex-beta testers from when Doll Eye Chapter 1 was still in development. I'm here to address my experience with Skrill and how it impacted my well-being. I can't really provide screenshots because it happened a long time ago and I got rid of them due to my mental health, but I'll try to sum up what happened to me. Why is that like a common pattern though? It's like, wouldn't it like make more sense to like call out and like go over the allegations if you had like all the evidence or like, you know, anything that you really needed for this? It's like been like a common theme with all these people that they have like are calling out something publicly and they're not really having much to back it other than their own word of mouth. But yeah, it's rough. But okay. The lack of evidence in the 2022 doc is why it didn't get much traction. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I would be really skeptical too. Like, that would be reckless just to run with something if there's not much with it. I was once mutual with Skrill since very late of 2017. I was around 13 to 14 at the time. I wasn't really close to that close to him at first. I was asked to be in triple threats by someone on the server, and I sort of idolized him as well, feeling excited that I was even included in the group entirely. I was pretty oblivious to most of the things that happened in the sad group chat, and I hoped that I could sort of fit in that group. Not a lot of things happened at the very beginning, but soon it would shift into topics or jokes all the time on problematic things. At the time, he would usually have favorites in the group. I wasn't really the favorite, but I do remember trying to do everything I could to seem like I was cool, which was drawing a lot of questionable stuff, and it made me hate myself more than ever. Okay, I mean, okay. With the whole friend thing, right? Obviously, you're gonna have stronger connections with different friends and like different vibes. I don't know if I want to call them favorites though, because it's like you're obviously gonna have some friends that are just closer to you than like other friends, or some friends you've known longer, or some friends that you have more in common with. So it's like I don't know if it's really. I'm not. I don't want it. I don't know. That feels a little disingenuous to label them as favorites, but it's whatever. That's when he would enable us to make a lot of jokes, and honestly took it way too far, and it wasn't very like ironic anymore. I remember being the observer for the most part. I've heard Skrill say things in a voice call and he shouldn't never try to say, such as making one of his characters say the N word. All right. And making jokes trying to say the N word and try to excuse them as shock humor. I was the one who had to try and tell him that it was not okay to do something like this. Thinking that he might understand, he stopped. Sometime later, he would try and make an outright racist joke and try to say he didn't know that he was a problem. Despite being well aware that he was friends with two people of color in the server back then, there was a lot of talk of the NSFW, and I remember he enabled all of us to act upon ourselves and do it. He even drew a lot of NSFW as well and showed it with a form of pride. I would show this in public spaces such as on the Slimestory Tumblr page and act on other old friends, which at the time seemed okay since I thought if Skrill was doing it, so could I. Now, I heavily regret my actions and what I did at the time. I wish I'd never acted upon them. I was still very young and thought I was alright to do. I also do remember him making me a mini mod. A mini mod? Okay. In his very old server at the time, Mystery Stomach. Okay. Fucking hell. I also remember being scolded for accidentally leaking a few seconds of Doll Eye Chapter 1. Skrill and others of the group dogpiled me about it, and I felt terrified. And sometime a few months prior, I was kicked out of the group due to this all happening. So I'm like that. So I am not that experienced in what Skrill did to me. I apologize if everything seems scattered, but I hope it's enough to clear things as well. This is just kind of like this is messy and all over the place. So yes, we could talk about I'm trying to be focused on something that's just indefensible and super egregious, right? That's obviously going to be like the child stuff, right? But it's like what's even the point of focusing on being kicked out of a GC because you leaked a project? But I don't know, I don't see the point of talking about that. It's pretty rough, but I don't know, it just yeah. Aren't all his mods mini mods if they're minors? Is that what they're referring to it as? That's rough. Always comes back to the floor. Oh my god, another N word has hit the South. SleepyKinq. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely all over the place because you got something like child grooming, then the N word stuff, and then you got them getting mad at you for leaking their project that's behind the scenes. Maybe if they did dogpile you, that probably wasn't the best thing they could have done, but it's I understand being mad if I'm working on something and someone leaks it. It's yeah, I mean, duh. But I don't know. Dead. It just seems pointless to bring up here. But yeah. Hi, I'm Anon B. I used to be a member of the old Discord friends group, Triple Threats, as well as being a huge fan of Skrill in 2017 and 2019. I was fairly active within his fan base, including his Discord server, Mystery Stomach, and the official Doll Eye server. I, like everyone else, have my own experiences similar to the others mentioned in this document. For my safety, I do not feel comfortable disclosing my past encounters with Skrill. Despite that, and despite my blurry memory, I did want to help, providing everything I could to confirm everything in this document has happened. While I know there isn't much and many screenshots and old chats that have been lost to time, it's important and worth bringing up. We hope this is enough to back up our experience and let our voice be heard. If you had similar relating to Bones, feel free to DM me, Web. Okay. So yeah, if this was the only document at the time, like assuming like this was like the first one, that yeah, that's not enough. Definitely not enough. But yeah, fucking hell. Can we just Vore the Vore? I'm tired of hearing about Vore. Yeah, God. But okay, so that gets me through these documents. Okay, how are we doing right now? How are we doing? How are y'all holding up, chat? You know, dude. This is evil stuff, dude. Evil stuff happening, dude. I'm not even derailing at all this stream. I'm awesome. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I just got wholesome art, bro. Dude, look at this. Look at this stuff, dude. Dude, I'm an alien. This is awesome. What the hell? Norp. Evil stuff. Evil stuff happening. Taking video game pics, I'm happy. Real. I need to derail talk about anything other than the doc. Well, we can talk about the tweets. But yeah. I mean, yeah, cool stuff happening. I mean, I don't know, I'm pretty like locked in right now, but if I need to derail about something, what would I even talk about? Because usually I would just be like talking about things that like, you know, I could like, you know, talk about like for future projects or some shit, but like, I don't know, I'm just kind of chilling right now. But yeah, I don't know. Just, dude, autism tracing. Evil stuff happening. Dude, it's so over. Yeah, dude. This is awesome. This is pretty cool art, I'll say. Bro said Norp. Yeah, dude. It's OG Aces Slimedale. Okay, dude. Okay. Dead. Evil stuff happening. Lock his cage. Dead. I mean, I don't know. Would it be better to just derail with something random or like, you know, just, you know, power through? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's my relationship with Kai going? Dude, he's dead. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. He's gone forever. He's gone. I've got an awful song for you, actually. I don't think my chat likes music. They're kind of evil. They're diabolical even sometimes. They hate good music. Retake the autism chest cheater. I'm not gonna take the autism chest. This is evil. But yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of chilling. But yeah, I mean, derail, but okay. Calm down, okay, go. Calm down. You're not real, okay. You wouldn't know. Damn, how much money did he leave you? Ooh, yeah, nothing. He was a bastard. I don't know, just chilling. But what would I say are some recent developments I'm getting going? Not really much. I'm like really just kind of like keeping my eye out for like more like KP stuff. Cause like I saw like a tweet the other day and I know like there's like a document being made. But we'll see. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. I think like everyone just kind of like universally agrees whether they believe like the story or not that like KP fucked up. And that there's not really much of a redemption for it. But yeah. Becky gave me his dyslexia. No. I hate music and fun and joy. Yeah, see, this is evidence that my chat hates this. Boring? You know what, Zombie? You're right. This is boring. I'm gonna go back to, you know, the doctor, the twisted doctor stuff. Dead. Evil stuff happening. Like, you really want this, all right? You really want me to go through this. But yeah. Dead. What are you sending me, bro? I'm eating cinnamon rolls in parking lot watching the stream right now. This is amazing stuff. Yeah, buddy? Yeah? This is evil. I am not listening to that, bro. I am not listening to that song, bro. That is actually evil. Dead. It's actually over. Ugh. Man. Just chilling, bro. How you guys doing, man? I don't... I said... I'm vibing, bro. I'm fucking vibing. But you know what? I know what you guys want. Now, you guys want me to go right back into the grooming. Why not? Let's do this. All right, here we go. It's really just some statements, and then we'll move on to like the other thing. Dude. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? Evil stuff, dude. This is actually diabolical stuff happening. Dude. You know, you should all, like, subscribe and leave likes, dude. That'd be pretty sick. As, like, while we're waiting. I'm not listening to fucking Eric Payton, bro. Dead. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Which one was this one again? This was yeah, so yeah, TLDR, SleepyKinq, Twisted Doctor, groomed a minor while being an adult. Spread it everywhere. He needs to leave the internet forever. He is disgusting. My statement on the following pictures. Alright, here we go. If you don't know who I am, I was known as Prince Chain, his former partner. All this happened while we were together, and I didn't know anything. I knew he talked to minors. Okay. Then you knew something. I didn't know anything except for him talking to minors. Yeah? Yeah, buddy? And asked him multiple times not to do it. Oh, interesting. His response was shutting down and ghosting me for hours or days. And this didn't rub you the wrong way? This didn't, like, give you any bad signs or anything? Just kind of curious. Dad. Brother. Come on. Yeah, Vespers is his ex, yeah. How do you say this proudly? I knew he talked to minors, and I told him not to do it. Okay, wow, really doing your due diligence here. Fuck me. He also lied to me, saying he cut contact with the victim in question, as you can see in the screenshot. Yeah, but, like, come on, dude. Would it not be obvious if he brought up the issue and he was just like, oh, okay, and just not talking to you? Come on. Come on, be for real. Okay? Be fucking for real. It was obvious. You should have known, bro. Come on. And then we got, I'm a SA victim and survivor. I vented to him multiple times about my grooming experience. Some events that I told him he replicated with the victim. The way of talking and asking about drawings related to NSFW. This makes it even worse since he was all caring about my experience, but behind my back he was doing the same thing. He cut me off from viewing what he was doing multiple times, saying that it was for my health since I was jealous of what he had on the internet. A lot of stuff happened with me behind the scenes, from abuse to manipulation, and this just shows his double face. He just does not want to lose his platform. That's all he cares about. You're disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Pig. Disgusting what you'd have done to others and me. You are right to feel like a bad person because you are. Some of the stuff you said and drew up to the victim are on the same days I talked to you about my experience. You have no respect for no one. You just for yourself. I hope will be the last time people need to speak up about your disgusting behavior. Do not use your trauma as autism as an apology. It can't work again. Go to get help. You're sick. I'm glad we aren't. I'm glad we aren't no longer together. Oh, so they are. It's the only good thing that you did for me to step away from me. Okay. Okay. Dead. Dead. Obviously, yes, Twisted Doctor's the bad one. Obviously, it's going to be a bad person regardless, right? But why the fuck did you not, do anything? You really did not do anything. You knew this guy was talking inappropriately to minors, and you knew that he shut down and, just got, all sad about it. And you did nothing? Really? Come the fuck on, dude. God. Anyways. Alright. This is the ex-partner statement. I like how, just Soph's at the bottom just saying this is genuinely evil. Brother. Yeah, evil stuff, Soph. Evil stuff. But yeah, anyways. This is a statement from the moderator. TD's and Vespi's first language is Italian, I think. Yeah, alright. Cool stuff. Not really looking great for the Italians for today. Fuck. My statement as a former mod and ex-friend in the official Doll Eye Discord server. Oh, okay. I still feel guilty as someone that's 3 years older than Croissant, has met and known him since he was 12 and has been in that friend group. I should have seen the red flags earlier, and I'm so idiotic for not seeing that it was weird and so harmful. My idolization for Bones as the most amazing, awesome person ever at 15 to 16 years old really prevented me from seeing the kind of person he truly was. I just thought everything in that friend group, aka the triple threats, was all fine and awesome and not weird because nobody said anything. I never thought much of it. Everyone loved and saw Bones as their idol in the group and would be infighting with each other to get his attention. It was toxic. I ended up making NSFW art in his old server while underage at 15 in 2018 when his server, Mystery Stomach, still had those NSFW channels because it got his attention and I got so hyped and when he acknowledged it. I continued making NSFW art for his characters until the channels were permanently deleted. Hundreds of underage users were exposed to these channels. Okay. Then, when a GC was made with Bones in it, I was genuinely freaking the fuck out. Like, oh my fucking god, it's my idol. Holy shit, I'm scared. This is awesome. Whatever. Fast forward maybe a year or a half or two. I think late 2019, mid 2020. By then, we're friends, well acquainted, and I mod his server. Cue this asshole, Bones, saying the N-word, a hard R out of like, okay, in a VC with several other people as a funny or shock humor joke. I was absolutely fucking gobsmacked. You see, the N-word is what got me, not the grooming of kids, but I was gobsmacked by the N-word. Dude, everyone in that VC is laughing. I became upset and I was the only black person in that VC. I felt so fucking degraded, hurt, and betrayed. I saw him in a different light from then on and started to stray away from the Bones after that. And if he had apologized privately, I really tried to forget what just happened. Even if he did try to apologize privately, I really tried to forget what just happened and the word he said. At the time, I convinced myself to stay friends with him. I convinced myself that I thought I could have gotten over him saying that, and maybe I'd feel comfortable around him again. That never happened. Fucking hell. Fuck. Anyways, here we go. I stopped modding his server, stopped being his friend in 2021 because I legitimately could not be around this guy at any longer, since thinking about what he said was suffocating me. Like, fuck. Is that what I was to him? I dropped the call out my experience about Bones to Twitter, then leave. Fast forward again to 2022. Maybe, and I start thinking about 2019. I start piercing things together from that friend group and think of what Bones had exposed us to, especially to Cree. And because I didn't idolize him and didn't want the have the rose tinted glasses on anymore, I actually started to see the red flags and thought, wait, that's fucked. That's really fucked and weird. Why'd he do that with a 12-year-old? Okay. I brought this up to the freaks, my friend group. They all expressed panic, disgust, worry, and disbelief. A few of them that was in the friend group, the triple threats, seemed the most affected when I brought this up at the time. A friend reached out to the Croissant to see if he wanted to participate in a doc because I was worried, wondering if he felt the same way and saw how horrid this relationship with Bones was. But Cree was still, cool word, defending him. He wanted to be left alone, and I complied. I should have pushed for Bones, the adult, to stop being friends with Cree. I failed to do that, and I feel ashamed. At some point, Bones did apologize to Cree and sending NSFW and exposing him to that stuff and being so disgustingly weird with him. Problem solved, right? Still friends and everyone's happy? No. Why the fuck did it take maybe 2 years for the victim to think, wait, this is fucked up, I gotta get out of here? And not the grown-ass adult to think, wait, why am I still friends with this kid who I'm exposed to porn, fetishes, etc.? Why am I keeping them close after this? That's weird. I'm glad that Croy realized this shit late rather than he never did. Actually, go fuck yourself, Bones. I can excuse child grooming, but I draw the line at racism. Dad. I'm back again and have cheesy vegetables. This is good stuff. You have some enticing stuff. The grooming I could forgive, but dude, that's how it really feels. That's really how it feels, dude. It's like, come on. Be fucking for real. We're talking about children being traumatized here, and you're talking about the N-word? Like, Fuck me. Dude. It's like they treat the N-word like a higher priority than kids being fucking groomed. It's like, dude, come on. Fucking hell. But yeah, that would conclude, right, the evil stuff. The evil twisted doctor shit. And you know what? I don't care if you are the kid. I care if you call him the... Yeah? That's evil. That's diabolically evil. Dead. But you know what? You know what? We got one more thing. This was like not gonna be a super long stream anyways, but I think I've been like powering through this stuff pretty well. Dead. Lamau? Whoa. Evil stuff. Evil stuff happening. Okay. So I just decided to throw this in because I felt like this would like I would get here through this pretty quickly. Finally, no Vore talk. Thank you, Vore Space. Thank you. Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay. Yeah, evil stuff happening, guys. Evil stuff. But yeah, actually I probably should like wrap it up with a bow tie. Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of evidence on Twisted Doctor now. The screenshots definitely do show of having like explicit and egregious conversations with minors, and some of them are 4 to 5 year age gaps, which is fucking insane. Yeah, that's definitely like that could definitely be considered in the realms of grooming, exposing NSFW to minors and like normalizing, desensitizing them that shit. And even like I could probably go as far as like the isolation thing with like maybe like the fucking the commission shit. Like the commission was fucking egregious for like a rape fanfic, did really. But yeah, overall fucking insane. As well as like I'm still like kind of like flabbergasted that the partner just knew that they were talking to minors, and like that the most they did was just to be like, stop it. And it's like, you know, just slap the wrist. Yeah, no, don't do it. Bad Twisted, bad. God, this stream should count as torture. Oh. Okay. Hey, actually, not. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. I don't want freaky art. Okay, I have a little bit of a standard. Okay, I have a little bit of a standard. You could be evil, but not that evil. Okay. No weird kink shit. That's diabolical. Ish, you weren't entertaining enough for my car ride, so I played some music instead. Maybe next time think about showing some examples of trying to explain to the chat what it is. Whoa. Fuck me. I need these people to just not be creeps to kids. Is that hard, lol? Ugh, evil stuff. Dude, Kalu, you're actually diabolical. You're diabolical. Anyways. Let's get into a person that, you know, we're pretty prominent, like, on this channel, right? Like, if you guys are familiar, I have been going through, like, some of the Birdie shit I've been going through, you might recognize the name Queen, right? Because that's, like, someone known as, like, one of Birdie's IRL friends, or was one of their IRL friends. So, we got some evil stuff happening. You see, someone made a document on them. Okay, so we're going to be going over that. This document is calling out Dorothy, also known as Queen, on Twitter for both her recent and past behavior, as well as addressing the entire situation involving Cindy's cat. Dead. It's going to be so over. All right. Evil shit happening. But yeah, let's, oh, Queen, oh god, good stuff incoming. Yeah? Let's see these clips.
Okay, why did you post a video about Squirp? I mean,
The stuttering. It's guilt.
Because I didn't know where my cat was.
Yeah?
Answer to that, could have asked me one more time. Like, if I remember correctly, you only asked me once, and then I told you I don't know.
And I don't trust you.
Okay. Dead. Oh, I'm rubbing my hands together schemingly. Yeah. Okay, like, okay. So, all that clip told me is, like, you're unreliable, bro. Like, yeah. Why'd you want to know where your cat was? Because I didn't know where they were. Why didn't you ask me? I did. You said you didn't know. Well, you could have asked me again. What the fuck's the point of that? Dude. I just got back again. Oh my god, it's the birdie. Oh, yeah, not the cat situation. We love the cat situation. I'm your blah blah blah. Yeah, Cindy mugging, Cindy mewing, bro. What the hell? Then we got
Honest, because I was about to give Squirp up to you before I had the revelation of having Jack give me full ownership, legal ownership from his
but it's not Jack's cat. What? Like, Cindy legally owned the cat. What the fuck are you on about?
side to
I don't-
me, so now it's mainly.
Sorry.
You're good. Now it's just mainly you and me instead of you and Jack and me, but it's just mainly you and me now.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. I don't think Jack had any right to give you any sort of like ownership of the cat,
Yeah.
because he didn't have any ownership of the cat. Because I'm the one who adopted the cat. I'm the one who put my name on the paper and bought the cat with my money. Like, I have the transaction. I can pull up the transaction. I have proof it exists. I have like copies of the paperwork that don't have Jack's name anywhere on it. If you look up the chip number that Squirp has, then my name comes up, my address comes up, my phone number comes up. That's why I've been getting so many, like messages saying that my cat was found at a shelter.
Yeah, like, I don't understand, like, what the fuck the point is here. It's like, Cindy owned it legally, and your rebuttal is like, actually, the person that had no legal ownership of the cat gave it to me, so, yeah, yeah. It's like, fuck off. Fucking hell. Okay, then let's, the other clip.
I don't think you have any right to rehome her, if I'm completely honest.
No, they don't. They literally don't.
I really do not like the idea of you rehoming her.
Yeah?
Okay, well, that's also your opinion as well.
Yeah, what's actually legal documentation is just kind of your opinion. So, yeah. Fuck me.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
she's used to like someone at least being home, because Jack was always home when I was at work, and she had the other kitty at home when I was at work. Having another like creature in the house for her to like socialize with and play with while I can't seems like a good idea, a good option.
Yeah, that's 100% a good option. But personally, right now, with everything that's going on, I do not think you can, right now, currently need a second cat.
What exactly is going
Everything's been
on?
happening in your life? Your
Yeah.
life. With the lease coming up and whatnot, and
The
the
lease
bills
hasn't
and
come
stuff
up for
like
a
that.
long time.
Did you renew it?
I renewed it a while ago. Again, it expires in August
Dead.
August already passed.
of next year.
Ah, okay.
Idiot. No shit. Fuck me.
But I personally, right now, because like with the whole controversy and stuff like that, personally,
The
I do not
controversy
think
has nothing to do with the cats.
fair
Yeah, you see, your messages with a kid makes you unreliable to take care of a cat. Like, come on, make it make sense.
enough. That is true. Personally, since okay, that's true. Like I said, basically, I'm just gonna reiterate everything. One, give me a second. Sorry.
It's okay.
I have to think my mind because I have to reiterate things again. Well, yes, those are all good points. I feel like currently for this next couple of months, just build up money, save money up, and then if you need to in the future, get yourself another cat. Because personally, Squirt is just, you have to go through the legal system and whatnot. Because I personally do not want to give her up.
Dude, that is rich to say, to go through the legal system when you just like stole someone's cat.
Up to you and stuff like that. because I will 100% rehome her to someone who's, you know, completely unrelated to the situation. But there's
What?
just so much like open wounds between us that I don't want to give her up to you personally.
It's not even yours to
like
give
I
up.
say.
This is not. It's not your cat to give up. That's like me taking like someone's. I took someone's TV. I just don't really trust you with this TV, given our like personal beef. Yeah, so, fuck off. Fuck off, dude.
So
Oh god. Okay.
I'll,
More clips. Okay.
okay, sorry.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no worries. So basically, because I know you have a lot of bills and stuff like that, like I remember hearing you do not have car insurance.
Okay. Lol.
I do want to point out you saying that you don't want to give her to me because of, like, emotional reasons.
Bad blood, I guess, something like that.
It's not your cat.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's wild to say that, personally, just because I am literally the legal owner of the cat. And you don't
shared
want
custody
to
with
get.
Jack.
I have my name and only my name on any documents relating to this cat.
Dead.
And you're saying you don't want to give her back to me because you don't like me?
No.
No, that is
That's not
exactly what
it.
you said. That is exactly what you said. That is exactly what you said. Dude. Just fucking call the cops on Queen, bro. I don't get the point of like this. Fucking hell.
Personally, like I still said right now, currently, I'm still also pretty emotional about this whole, about the cat. Mainly,
What?
'cause I don't
Are
want either
you emotionally
Sydney
attached
nor-
to the cat?
I guess so. I love Square.
Dead. Dead. Fucking hell. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't even need to be a public spectacle, just like Sewer did. Or like, you know, get like a cop to like involved or some shit. Fucking Matt. Fucking mental, dude. This is evil.
Give me my cat.
Well, it's my cat now.
What
not
do
your
you
cat.
mean it's your cat now?
I don't know. You can figure that out.
I don't know.
Figure that out. Okay.
You bought this cat for Jack.
Yeah, that's not how legal fucking ramification works. You fucking idiot. You. Okay. Dead. You know, yeah, you know what? You could try to explain that to the cops, like if they come to your house, being like, "Well, I didn't really feel like giving it back to the legal owner because, like, I kind of have like personal bad blood with this person. So yeah, I'm kind of like a criminal and I'm a thief. Yeah. So yeah.
No
Anyways,
worries.
fuck off. God. Anyways, let's get to the document. It's time we talk about Dorothy, aka Queen, and the latte situation. Oh boy. This has been settled once before, but due to recent events and some resurfaced behavior, I think it's important to lay everything out clearly. If you know, you know. If you don't know, there's a TLDR. Okay. And I'm Psyche, okay, or Saki, a public friend of Cinnabear. Lovely. I've been vocal about not condoning Cindy's past actions, so let's get that out of the way first. But today, I want to talk about Dorothy, also known as Izzy, though she's requested not to be called that. Okay, then why say it? Okay. I'll respect it and stick with Dorothy. Whatever. I don't even see the point of saying Ace, you missed a dozen other MP4s. No, I really didn't. I did not. I've seen these four and seen
So
these four.
basically, because
That's all the
I know you
MP4s.
have a lot of bills.
Unless there's more under here. No, there's not. Dude, I literally went through these. You're capping. You're capping, Kalu. You just one guyed me, fuck off. Dorothy is an ex-friend of both Cindy and Jack. Back in October, she was privately called out for being in a potential possession of Cindy's cat, Latte. And if you remember the video from November, now deleted, it provided more context of Cindy trying to find Latte, so why bring it up again? because even after the issue was settled publicly, there were still unresolved parts of the situation that were shared largely due to the backlash he received for speaking out to it all, despite clearly explaining that going public was the only option left. Given that neither Jack nor Dorothy were responding to her about Latte's whereabouts, she was still attacked. To make matters worse, during that time, Cindy was receiving notification that her cat was being found, suggesting Latte may have gotten loose, all while getting zero communication from Jack or Dorothy. Eventually, there was an agreement, and I used that term loosely. Dorothy would keep Latte, Cindy could visit. What? But this was never truly consensual. Dorothy made it clear on iCall that no matter what Cindy said, she was never giving Latte back. That was the tone. That was the energy. It was a mutual decision. It was an ultimatum. Cindy wasn't okay with this, but felt she had no choice, because she tried to pursue things legally. The police wouldn't get involved. Interesting. Civil court would only reimburse her for Latte's cost, not the cat itself, so she was stuck, and since that agreement, Cindy was only being allowed to see Latte once. Here's why I'm bringing this up now. Dorothy's behavior hasn't improved. If anything, it's raised more red flags. She said and done things and make me previously question her integrity and whether she's a reliable narrator to anyone on this platform. Okay, Kara's ashes. Here we go. Let's start with the ferret ashes situation. Jack left behind the ashes of his deceased ferret, Kara, at Dorothy's place. Dorothy made a public comment considering keeping them because she got attached. That's disturbed. What the fuck? And she's been using that same reasoning for Latte too. She got attached. How could you get attached to a dead ferret? Are you a fucking freak? Okay. May she rest in peace. I'm just glad not worth abusing her family anymore. I'll probably put her next to my dad's ashes. Question, even if the stuff would be considered lost property, if he doesn't get it in time, would he still be able to get the ashes? I know it's none of my business, but frankly, it seems a little harsh to deny someone of something having that importance of him. Jen question, sorry if it sounds rude. At this point, I don't care if it seems rude. If Kara was so important to him, he should have immediately asked for her or something. Yeah, plus I would rather her not go back to her abusive family. What? It's dead. What are you on about? I would not want the dead animal to be back with its abusive family. What's it gonna do? Be abused? It's fucking dead. What are you talking about? Okay. He asked for all his stuff back, so I couldn't keep Kara's ashes technically. Keeping Kara's ashes is odd. That's just more my feelings on not wanting her to go back to an abusive family. I'm not going to keep it. It's just a wish of mine. You get me? Dude, it's dead. Okay, but implying that you're hesitant to let Jack have the ashes of his pet is extremely weird to me, and you shouldn't have implied that you wanted to keep Kara at all. I don't want her to go back to an abusive home. Bro, she's dead. She's literal ashes. Yes, dude. Dude. God. Fuck me. Dude. This isn't a one-time thing. It almost seems like a pattern to me. She gets emotionally attached to things that don't belong to her, refuses to return them, and only backs down when she gets publicly called out. Dead. Well, yeah, then that made perfect sense why Sydney, made a call out for, the cat thing. Ugh, greedy behavior. Another situation that Dorothy has recently faced backlash for involves her openly considering stealing this $1,200 from Drek and posting about it publicly on Twitter. That original post has since been deleted, most likely due to the intense backlash she received. It was. But the damage was already done. People saw it, and many have rightly begun to question her integrity and trustworthiness. She has since returned the money to Jack due to her criticism. See, that rubs me the wrong way. Alright? If this person's only, doing, the right thing because of public backlash, I don't really consider that a good person. They have to be peer pressure to do the right thing. That they're doing these fucked up things just for the fun of it. That they're making these mistakes intentionally at this point. They're doing these fucked up things knowing it's bad. And then when they get called out, it's oh, I'll do the right thing now. It's dude, why do people have to? You're a fucking adult. Why do people have to sit you down and be hey, maybe you shouldn't keep a fucking dead ferret. Hey, maybe you shouldn't steal someone's cat that doesn't legally belong to you. Hey, maybe you shouldn't steal fucking $1,200 from someone. You're a grown adult. Why the fuck does this have to be taught to you? Fuck me. I was refunded after reading all the worries and criticism of me. It was stupid, and I thank you for calling me out. I want to say thank you to everyone who gave me good reasons. I knew this was stupid, but in my greed and worry, I kept his money. I will return it after reading you guys' concern and criticism. I was stupid of me to keep it. Ted. To be fair, they helped Birdie break into Cindy's house, right? So I wouldn't say they were ever a good person. Not to sound delusional, but I feel like she definitely has attention seeking with all the petty stunts she's pulled and posted about. Gulp. Yeah, Yakko. But yeah, no, it definitely is 100% petty. I'm gonna keep the cat because it's mine. I'm gonna keep the dead ferret because I don't want them to be abused. What if Birdie sneezes on the ashes? I can't have that. And it's like, also, you could honestly just make the point, right? Just, like, taking Birdie's money, that was given to Birdie intentionally to help them out, right? So that's not even really Birdie's money potentially. Like, really, it's more their audience's money that actually, like, they took out of their time to give them. So in a way, you're kind of taking Birdie's fans' money, like if you were to keep it. So like it wasn't even like really Birdie's money you try to take, just out of like desperate pettiness. You unironically try to take the people that were supporting a person they thought was going to go homeless, which is just fucking ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah, she was probably a hoarder. Evil. Do you think, like, if, like, I don't know, a fly died on their windowsill, they just go, like, I'm gonna protect it. I'm really attached to them. I gotta make sure that nobody hurts them. It's like, I don't know, it's like really fucking cringe. She mentioned that her source of greed was covering college expenses, but as someone rightly stated in quote tweet, Jack isn't responsible for your college tuition. It's genuinely concerning that she believed even for a moment that this behavior was okay in general. Yeah, I don't really see this person as good, like, at all. Fucking hell. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. I need to speedrun biology so I don't graduate. Lol. Let's have fun. But yeah, DMs with Dorothy. If you stayed and read this far, thank you for that. You're probably wondering why is this relevant to the latte situation, because it highlights a consistent behavior of hers. She doesn't always act from a place of logic or responsibility, but rather from emotion, impulsiveness, and at times personal bias. And the only time she seems to correct her course is when she's publicly held accountable and her image is threatened. This brings me back to latte. If I'll be sharing screenshots of some DMs between me and Dorothy, where I confront her about her recent comments regarding Latte's ownership at this point. Dorothy seems to genuinely believe that Latte is legally her cat, which she is not. Let's be clear. Cindy has, we know the Cindy documentation. Cindy has copies of legal documents proving she is Latte's rightful owner. Jack stole the physical papers, and we aren't sure of the whereabouts. Really? So Birdie even knew that they didn't fucking legally own this. Really? Fucking hell. Latte is also microchipped under Cindy's name and address, and to legally transfer ownership in the state of Missouri, you must complete a formal transfer of ownership and update the microchip registration information. Dorothy claimed that Jack gave her ownership of the cat, which holds no legal weight, as Jack was never Latte's legal owner. He took both the cat and the ownership papers, which under Missouri law constitute theft. Yeah, no shit. By knowingly keeping Latte. Dorothy is in possession of stolen property, a serious legal issue. Oh, fuck me. Someone needs to tell this person that compulsively stealing like this is mental illness. They should use the stolen money for therapy instead. Real shit. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not from the U.S., but this is what I found through the research. Yeah, doesn't seem too off. Doesn't seem too far off. That seems pretty straightforward, but just to avoid confusion, my dates are formatted. Yep. And I use military time. Here's the first conversation we had. Okay. Hello, Izzy. I need to discuss something important with you as soon as possible. It's regarding to Latte, and I believe we need to revisit this matter urgently. Please let me know when you are available to talk. Hi, I'm at work currently, but I'm on break for about 5 more minutes. What's up? Did I do anything wrong? Cry emoji. This is about Latte. Now, Cindy isn't satisfied with the situation. What happened? I'm coming to you instead of Cindy because I can't bear to see it or hear it anymore, so I'm coming to you directly without Cindy knowing. Cindy is very unhappy with the situation. No worries, you're good. Yeah, she can't visit Latte as much, but I've been barely home because of school and work. Bro. She wants to see her cat, and I understand you being busy or not having the time to let her visit. Around spring break, I should be free, but I cannot just force my schedule to be free because Cindy wants to see Latte, who's not her cat anymore. They are, though. but comments like it's not her cat anymore are foul. She did say my cat. Okay, bruv, fuck off. There was also no need for Cindy to say my cat after all of the situation. Yeah. Then I was just trying to tell her that was my fault, and it came off rudely. Sorry for that. Because you know she still cares about the cat, and it's very much still her cat, and the only reason you are taking care of the cat is because you refuse to return it no matter what she would have said back then, and that still doesn't sit right with me. It's not calling the cat your cat, it's in the comment that ticked me off. Yes, because legally it's still her cat, and that's the main thing I'm here for. So I was trying to correct her as politely as I thought I could. That's my fault for sounding mean. It's not, though. It literally is. It's rude. How? There was no need for the comment. It's also rude to say my cat, too, because it's not your cat, did. This one. Okay. Yeah. I said she's sadly not your cat anymore. I don't know how politely you want me to be, though. Dead. This comment wasn't needed. I'm sorry that you think I'm being rude, but I don't know how else politely I should reword that. Was it? I'm not. It's not the wording. It's the whole comment in general, bro. Fuck me. This is so gay. I hate the cat drama. Cindy saying this then was not needed either. Do you think I'll be able to see my cat anytime soon? Because it is her cat. Check the legal papers, you fucking bitch. God. I'm not here to talk about that right now. Either it's about the ownership of the cat in general. It's her cat. I was just telling her that. Yep. No, she's not. Cindy even said that she gave her ownership to me, too. That has no legal ramification, dude. I just want to point out that I watched the recording of the call after this conversation. There wasn't even a verbal mention of any ownership transfer. Interesting. You said yourself the only way Cindy could get Latte back is through legal measures, which both of you didn't want. I'm sorry, but she can't take Latte back. Verbally, I checked, and in the state of Missouri, to transfer ownership of a cat, you need to sign a legal document, and what you and Jack did was a felony. What? I hope you are aware of that. I talked to the city prosecutor, and what he said was final. Dead. You said so yourself. You're putting your personal feelings in it, just like with Kara's ashes. What? Fuck off. Yeah, I'm returning Kara's ashes of what's the comment supposed to mean, because those are Jack's. If he can pay for the whole shipping situation, but that's a different situation. You made comments about wanting to keep it until people called you out on it. It's okay. So that's how you're supposed to read it. It stated that the transfer ownership is the state of Missouri. You need to sign a formula. I'm sorry, but that whole situation is over now. And Sydney even said that I would have this cat because she had no choice. If needs to be, I can always ask her to sign paperwork or something. You didn't want to return it, no matter what we would have said. Yeah, exactly. And I apologize for that comment. And it's the fact that you thought you thought of it, that you thought that was okay. Did you not see me apologize for that? I'm sorry about that comment. Okay, you're not seeing the issue. Do you even understand what's wrong with it? Well, I'm sorry for thinking that. That was my fault, Dad. I did my point. I should have. It's how you thought that was okay in the first place. It's really not that big of a deal. A simple comment, though. I'm sorry for that still. Dude, this guy's stupid. God. God, fuck me. This is okay. I know you believe in the afterlife, but your belief sadly has no say in something like that. I was emotional because Jack called the cops on me. I made that comment because the situation reminded me of that latte situation. He did? Yeah, he did. And the cops called me, and luckily they didn't show up in person, but they called me. And I was really emotional after that. And so I made that whole thread comment still. That was my fault for thinking that, but I was really emotional, but I definitely need to sometimes simmer down and calm down. So I'm going to try to learn from my stupid mistakes. I'm just saying hypothetically, what would you do if Cindy were to get the police involved? She can make a theft report. She already did that, remember? And the thing is, even outside of that, you're not fully out of the picture for felony. The accessory to crime for accepting the cat knowing it was taken under false pretenses. Even if the cat is yours now, as you claim, it doesn't change the fact on how it was taken. Return everything back that she has legal ownership of. And with Latte, the city prosecutor said that it was like the civil courts. You think Cindy would have given you ownership if she had the choice? If Cindy wants to take this to civil court, she could She can, and I will fight it. You would lose. What? Okay, dude, the what is really fucking pissing me off. Just, what? Fuck off. She didn't really have a choice. You knew she couldn't go to the legal route because lawyers are expensive, and you said you wouldn't return it even if she made good arguments. Saki, I think you're also getting really emotional. I'm sorry, could we re-talk this again when we're both calmed down? I mean, if you still want to keep talking, I can, but I don't know what good it will come out of. Sorry if I sound rude. Cindy just wants to see her cat in any way possible, and that was the only way that she could do or afford. Sorry, I'm gonna respond to you soon. Sorry, I'm pretty busy with homework and packing stuff up. Okay, sorry for the long wait, but I got busy with either schoolwork or just life in general and then kept forgetting to respond. So I finally have a response. I never manipulated Cindy into agreeing. Yes, you did. She said she would transfer ownership of after I gave reasons as to why I won't give Latte back. Yeah, you manipulated her. And I think you were there for them. Remember that long call? Anyway, my reasons for why I think Cindy shouldn't get Latte back is simple. I don't think she would have a second animal. She should have a second animal. Okay, especially if she's already been struggling with money. That would just be unfortunate for the animal's sake, especially if she doesn't have a backup plan by the time her lease is over, which, by the way, would have been next year. She seems fine with baby, so that's good at least. She's finally stepping up from the last I recall. Okay, but before she stepped up, there was an issue with cleaning between her and Jack. I remember going to her and Jack's apartment and always having to cover my nose because the house would stink whenever I was hanging out with them at their apartment. This was before the whole situation. Even during Cindy's grooming situation with Ina, the house was still a mess. Luckily, the bedroom was cleaner without Jack's. But the litter box was still pretty full with lots of poop in the floor. Yeah, I know. I even had a video from the time, which I recorded. Yeah, posted on YT unlisted because I don't have Nitro, so it was easier for this. Don't worry, I won't ever list the video. While Jack is a huge part of the blame for why the house was so messy, Cindy did share an apartment with him, so she also shoulders some of the blame with the house upkeep. Okay. I can only hope that ever since the big clean Cindy did a few months ago, I hope she's been keeping up with the cleaning. I haven't been able to check, so I don't know. Yeah, because the fucking slob left. No shit. Dead. Oh, fuck me. Yep, Cindy apartment. Anyway, going back to what she said about the lawyer stuff, I don't know if Cindy could afford a lawyer or not. Besides, small claims court doesn't need a lawyer, and even if she won, she'd only get monetary value back and not the cat. I remember asking the counter desk at the court. I told Cindy that if she were to go into small claims court, I would fight her in the court. Not physically, but you know. Dorothy is fully aware that if Cindy goes to small claims court, she would only get money back, but not the cat. Dude, this bitch is psychotic. Fuck me. Cindy was the one who decided against going to the small claims court because they want their cat, not the money for it. And at this point, if she did try to go, I think it's too late. Plus, she already gave me her side of the ownership of Latte. No, she didn't. She had a choice in this, and it was her choice. Plus, Cindy didn't even have much of any good arguments to get Latte back, other than she thought she bought the cat for both her and Jack. Jack was the one who decided to bring Latte with him when he moved out, and he's an absolutely horrible owner, so she is not going to him at all. Well, I already said this earlier in the text. I'll kind of repeat myself. I think Cindy should just focus on her life and baby. She needs to take care of herself, save money, focus on the bills, etc. Have a second cat would be more costly, more cleaning required, checkups. It's not your place though. So that's why I think she should just stick with baby and herself in the meantime. Although I could see the counter argument being, well, when Cindy is able to take care of two cats, why not just give her back Latte? And I want to say this. If she's attached to Latte, why can't I be too? Because it's not your cat? Fuck off. I know that's extremely selfish, but I want to say this. It would also be selfish on Cindy if she asked for Latte back, as she's already extremely settled into my mom's house, and I can see a rebuttal to my rebuttal saying, well then, why did you remove Latte from Cindy's apartment in the first place? My response to that also indirectly said, but my response back because of Jack, and two, because she's currently not in a position to currently care for two cats, and that can go in a circle so I'll go on from here. I mean, you're also talking about not being home all the time, so you're kind of like not creating the best environment for the cat either. You're not giving them any attention. You're being very neglectful, and that could kind of count as like the very borderline of animal abuse. So like you kind of fucking suck as well. I'm not alone in thinking latte because my mom, yeah, liking latte because my mom is also extremely attached to latte too. Actually, I was about to give latte up for adoption on a pet site because at first I didn't want a third cat, and Jack was a horrible owner, and Sydney is still and was currently in a no position to own a second cat. But my mom said that Latte should stay with us and not move around because she doesn't deserve that, and she seemed abused from her old life. My mom's words, not mine. Fuck off. So that's why I didn't give up Latte for adoption because of my mom. Heck, one of my friends wants Latte, but she's gonna have to fight my mom, not physically. Oh, Dad. This is so stupid. Yeah, fuck me. Anyway, that's really just it. If you have any responses, you could say them. I'll just try my best to answer them. Thank you for reading all this. Ugh. Okay, since you included everything in one long response, and I specifically addressed each point by paragraph to make it easier to follow, I'll be inserting a screenshot of the exact part I'm referring to in your response to avoid confusion. I never said you were manipulating Cindy, but it certainly appeared that way. I also remember the call, and no point do I recall her stating that she would transfer ownership of Latte. If you provided reasons to me, the conversation felt less fair discussion and more like one-sided custody battle, where one party had already decided they were not going to return the cat, regardless of an argument made. Yes, she is stepping up, which is why I believe she's more than capable of caring for two cats. Additionally, I'm not sure how much you can accurately assess Cindy's current capabilities, given that you are no longer close friends, but rather acquaintances. Most of your knowledge about her ability to care for the cats comes from the past experiences. By your own admission, she is improving and taking on more responsibility. Cindy has been consistently maintaining her cleaning responsibility since Jack moved out. The apartment was messy during the Eno situation as she was going through a difficult time and struggled with basic tasks. However, after adjusting to living alone and adapting to the overall situation, her living space has significantly improved, and she has continued to maintain it. I'd also like to point out that Cindy has been more financially stable since Jack moved out. His picky eating habits, reliance on her for transportation, and constant need for ice cream made him quite expensive to support. I'm not trying to place the blame on Jack, but he was undeniably a pricey roommate, as you probably know based on your few stories that you've shared on Twitter. Yes, I vividly remember you saying that you would fight her in court, and I would recall you stating that you would return Latte under any circumstance. Yeah, you wouldn't return Latte under any circumstances at that point. The only way she could have gotten her back was through the legal system. Even if we go with the narrative and say the cat is yours now, at that time of the call, it certainly wasn't. You were keeping a cat from its original owner and made it clear that the only way she could reclaim her was through legal action, while knowing that in the end, she would likely only be compensated financially rather than actually getting the cat back. Dead. Oh, fuck you. Yeah. How has Jack even made it this far in life? Good question. Dead. Fuck me. How many screenshots are here, dude? There's so much. Cindy was given what could be described as the illusion of a choice. Her options was either to take the case to small claims court and receive financial compensation for the cat's value, or not do anything and not get to the cat back. Neither of these were what Cindy wanted. And what ownership are you referring to? The microchip is still registered under Cindy's name, which she would need to update in order to legally transfer ownership to you. Additionally, the official paperwork listing her as the owner was not voluntarily handed over to you. It was taken by Jack. Since Jack was never legally recognized as Latte's owner, he had no legal authority to transfer ownership to you. Under Missouri law, transferring pet ownership typically requires formal documentation, such as a bill of sale or a signed agreement, along with updating microchip and veterinary. records. Simply claiming ownership does not legally establish it. So if you believe Cindy transferred Latte to you, how exactly was that done? Without the proper paperwork and official transfer of microchip registration, Cindy remains Latte's rightful owner. While we're on the topic of Jack taking Latte's papers, it's important to note both actions involve legal violations. If Jack took a cat that was not legally his along with the ownership papers, which constitutes theft under Missouri law, additionally, by accepting the cat, you become an accessory to that crime. As an accessory, you could be held legally accountable for knowingly possessing property, Latte, that was taken under false pretenses. When Cindy, the rightful owner, attempted to retrieve the cat and you refused to return her, that refusal could be seen as obstructing the owner's legal right to reclaim their property. The situation involves serious legal implications regarding that theft, possession of stolen property, and potential accessory of charges. How would you feel if someone took one of your cats and refused to return them to you? Imagine the court telling you that they only could reimburse you for the value of the cat, not the cat itself. The police then inform you that it's not a matter of what they can handle, and the person holding your cat outright refuses to give it back. I'm sure, you love your cats deeply and would do anything to get them back in that situation. If you were in that position, you'd likely understand just how much Cindy loves Latte and would do anything to have her back. She felt that this was the only way she could have kept seeing Latte, even if she wasn't fully happy about the outcome. Oh, okay. It's a simple matter. This is Cindy's cat, which was taken from her. Yes, it is incredibly selfish of you. How is it Cindy's problem that you and your mom became attached to a cat that rightfully belongs to her and should have been returned? It seems like this is an issue you created for yourselves by refusing to return the cat. Regarding of what Cindy said or asked, the responsibility here lies with you keeping the cat from its rightful owner. Dude, fucking man, someone who actually knows law, very rare. Evil stuff. I'm getting bored. I need to derail. Nah, dude, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. My streams are epic, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. It's only 23 pages, yeah, but there's just so many DMs. Oof. It's 16 of 23. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Here are the adoption papers for Latte. You can clearly see only Cindy's full name and her signature on them, not Jack's. In case it's hard to read due to my response being in paragraphs related to specific topics, Dorothy mentioned I cut her initial response to reduce confusion. Okay. My response text to her for an easier, fast read. Oh, yeah, we already seen this. Okay, that helped us skip 2 pages, essentially. God. Knowing Izzy, she would definitely represent herself in court. Actually, the cat is mine. Dead. God forbid Ace can't catch a vibe. It's over. Fucking hell. God. This is a lot. This is a lot, dude. I have nearly the entire conversation recorded, excluding only the very beginning, when participants were assembling in the Discord call. The individuals present during the conversation were myself, Crayon, Cindy, Cass, and Dorothy. Notably, Dorothy was fully aware that the call was being recorded. She consented prior to joining and, to my knowledge, should have also had her own recording of the conversation in case it ever came this far for evidence on what was being said in it. Okay, at no point during the call was it stated or agreed upon that Dorothy would be given ownership of Latte based on the weak arguments of inconsistent reasoning. I'm inclined to believe her actions and personally motivated rather than grounded in any rightful claim. There was no official or verbal agreement that would support the notion that Dorothy legally obtained ownership of the cat. In fact, Dorothy's arguments throughout the conversation were inconsistent and emotionally charged, which leads me to believe that her motivations are personal rather than rooted in any legal or moral standing. During the call, Dorothy attempted to justify her possession of Latte using several unrelated or relevant points, including Cindy's car insurance and later her house lease. When Cindy clarified that her lease has already been renewed prior to the situation, Dorothy pivoted. Again, this time trying to make the controversy another factor as which had nothing to do with the cat. As I can't attach videos directly to a Google Doc, the audio recording will be provided in the accompanying thread, which we already went through. One especially important moment during this discussion was when Dorothy openly admitted that her actions were personal. This aligns with behavior from an earlier incident where Cindy was let into the home presumably by Dorothy's stepfather, and Dorothy, with a noticeably sassy tone, declared, "It's her cat now." That moment, which occurred before the more recent events, demonstrates a consistent attitude Dorothy has taken toward the situation when she believes she's not being held accountable. So fucking childish. Okay. What's most frustrating about this situation is the fact that Dorothy believed she had any legitimate claim to Latte in the first place. She claimed that Jack had given her ownership of the cat back, but Jack never owned ownership to begin with, making that claim irrelevant. Furthermore, Dorothy admitted to hiding Latte after initially telling Cindy she would know the cat's whereabouts. This misrepresentation led to Cindy making a public video, which reportedly angered Dorothy. At one point during the conversation, Dorothy also stated that there was bad blood between her and Cindy, which was used to justify her reluctance to return Latte. This further supports the notion that her actions are driven by personal conflict rather than any legitimate claim to the pet. Also, we see, and Dorothy has stated that she got an attached to Latte. Yep. Another thing Dorothy uses in arguments for Cindy not getting the Latte is the fact that she thinks Cindy isn't ready for a second cat, which, in my personal opinion, is not true because Cindy has stepped up. Dorothy has said so herself in our DM, and to scroll back. And when I asked her in the group chat where the call took place on it, she'd be willing to give the cat back once she thinks Cindy is ready to give her cat back. And she said maybe, and that she was still too emotional to answer that. Dude, this is God. Why? This is just diabolical, bro. More DMs. No. Okay. Actually, this looks like the last one. Yeah. Okay. That you said Cindy was not ready. Let's go with that narrative for a second. Would you consider giving Scorp to Cindy when she's ready? Probably. Hopefully, maybe, but definitely not right now. Because what's the difference for her to get a second cat later? One moment. Okay. I'll keep that for question later, though. Thank you, Go, for the 2 for this. The cat situation is crazy. Evil stuff happening. Oh, let's see. Okay, I'll keep that for my question to you later. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm not emotionally ready to answer that question. Sobbing emoji. Okay. What does Dorothy's emotional stance have to do with the cat being returned to Cindy? Literally nothing. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, this isn't about differing opinions or emotional investment. It's about what is legally and ethically right. Latte is Cindy's cat, as proven by microchip registration, ownership documents, and veterinary records. Yeah, no formal transfer of ownership ever occurred, and no one who previously lived with Cindy had the legal authority to give Latte away. Dorothy's reluctance to return Latte, her shifting justifications, and her emotionally charged reasoning do not make her a rightful owner. They make her an individual onto someone else's pet without consent. Despite Dorothy's personal attachment, the situation boils down to something very simple. Latte does not belong to her. It's about respecting legal ownership, personal boundaries, and accountability. If the roles were reversed and someone refused to return the cat that Dorothy legally owned, she would be devastated. So why is it acceptable when she's the one doing it? It's time this situation is addressed honestly, transparently, and most importantly resolved, because no one should have to fight this hard just to be reunited with their own pet. I want to apologize in advance if any parts of this documents are repetitive or difficult to follow. It's my first time putting something like this together, and I did my best to make sure all the important information was included. I hope everything that needed to be said came through clearly and that it was manageable to read. Saki. Stuff that was added later. The doc was created on April 9th and finalized by April 19th. However, because Dorothy still had a key to Cindy's place, we didn't want to risk Cindy's safety by moving forward too quickly. Cindy tried to get her locks changed, but she needs to wait until Jack is officially removed from the lease. Unfortunately, Jack has not been responding to their landlord, and it appears he may not have changed his number. Since there's no way to contact him, Cindy will have to wait until she renews the lease in August. One of Dorothy's main arguments was Cindy would have to move out this August. However, Cindy has since been informed that she can easily renew the lease without any issues, meaning she will not have to move. Dorothy has also been under criticism recently by a YouTuber named Lord Crust, who has a video covering Jack, Cindy, Dorothy, and the entire situation over the past few months. Dorothy's response is as follows. Okay. Oh, fuck me, this is a lot. Ugh. Okay. The cat situation's insane. Yeah, that's really what this turned into. I don't know how to start this, so I'll state the obvious. I'm Queen, or known as Izzy by Jack or Cinny. There are some misunderstandings here that I would love to clean up, and some that are just your opinion, which is fair to come to after reading my stuff, like how even after reading my whole paragraph about the whole legal stuff with Latte, you think I'm a bitch, which fair. Well, you are a bitch. So starting off, the cat on the banner is my other cat, Ginger. I had her as my banner since before taking in Latte. Okay. The reasons why I posted Latte was for updates. People were curious how she was, so I gave updates. I've always had Latte since the start of the situation, and whenever Jack first grabbed some of the things, Latte was also grabbed too. We had multiple trips over a month or two or so, their apartment to grab stuff, but Latte was with me since Jack moved out at the start. I wish I could give Latte back to Cinny, but I personally do not think Cinny is a solid position to own a second cat currently, due to money and housing. But again, that's not your place. We'll have to face down the line this year. I'll keep the more in-depth private, so that's about what I'll say for now. I'm sorry for my actions, that I was such a bitch during a lot of this. If I could go back, I would have done things a bit more differently, but then again, I don't know. All I know is that if I knew who Jack was as a person since the start, I would have tried my best to convince Cindy not to get Jack. I really wish Cindy didn't go to that trip, but then again, she still would have done it with or without me accompanying her. So I guess the biggest thing I regret was getting close to Jack without knowing his background. That would have saved me so much of a headache. Then we got this. Yeah, fair enough, because I've been thinking recently, and from good criticisms coming from a lot of people like you, and I'm thinking about returning Latte, because for one, I've never really wanted her in the first, but you did. Alright, you can't say I never really wanted her, while also having an irrational attachment. Like I said before, Cindy isn't in a good position to have two cats, or even one IMO due to her situations. I vaguely mentioned in this comment, but probably when Cindy is much more stable environment. There is bits to Cindy's story she has left out herself. What's it with her and constantly saying Cindy is incapable or in a right position? Who are you to judge? You two aren't friends anymore. As a friend of Cindy's, I have to say you claim that you want to give Latte back, and it's the biggest lie you've told the internet yet. You've made it very clear in MIDM in that call that you don't want to give Latte back, and as you yourself said it's personal for you. Cindy stepped up. You admitted that yourself, and there's no housing issue because she can renew that lease without Jack. You're judging her ability to be a cat owner based on the time that you were still friends with her back when Jack was still around. You don't even know who she is anymore. You have no rights to judge, and you are a terrible person without withholding someone from their pet. A summary of my personal opinion on the case for anyone who cared. And just to be clear, this doc is not defending any of Cindy's past actions. The sole purpose of the document is to get Cindy's cat back, a cat that is currently being wrongfully withheld from her. Dorothy is unnecessarily keeping herself involved in the situation by refusing a return in Cindy's cat. I wonder if that's partially the motive. I wonder if they're like also just partially just like, trying to like keep the cat because it's like, well, I still want to be a staple in this internet chapter. Like that would be so stupid. That would be really fucking dumb if that was like even like a smidget of their intention. But yeah. Fucking hell. Let me see something. Because that was a lot to read. Evil stuff. Lots of evil stuff to read. Everyone sucks, everyone's awful, I hate all these people. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Goat. Yeah, anyways. Fucking hell. Evil stuff happening. Now, let me check something. Because it's like, if I'm gonna like move it to someone else. I'm thinking of like which people are live right now. Let me think. Should I think he's like the only one that I'm actually chill with that I would do that for. Evil stuff happening. How long is this? How long has he been live? Ugh, he's probably gonna end soon. evil stuff happening. It's like the only guy I see like live that I'm actually like, I even like I'm chill with. So, all right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna like, I don't know, end the stream or whatever soon, because it's like I pretty much talked about like everything, bro. Check art tab, buddy. What do you want me to check art tab for? Dead. Whoa. Evil stuff happening. Also, what the fuck, zombie? Evil shit happening. Evil shit. Dead. I think I just got like a second evil person, bro. Yes, I'm aware, go. That's the person I'm thinking of. That's like the only guy that like I would be chill with right now to like raid or whatever. It's either him or Queeman, but it's like, nah. I've talked to Dickers. He's pretty chill. So let me just yeah, flex my stats on you real quick. Yeah. Evil stuff. If it wants to load. But yeah, you guys gotta stay, haha. But yeah. Evil shit. I gotta go into the edit. It was pretty fun raiding last time. So I should do this more often, to be honest. I like raided like Ant last stream, but I think it's just more fun to like raid other people. Yeah. Dickers. Yeah, no. Did Dickers just end? That would be evil. Marcus was supposed to go live, but he didn't. Yeah. Lol. Fine. Let me just get the link from my Discord. Yeah, hold up. Because I did link it here. I'm gonna raid the little bro. Evil stuff happening. Paste. Fine. Paste. Why is it not? Okay, whatever. Did he like stop going live? Because I would like cry if he did. Dickers did just end. Ugh, no, Dickers. You missed out on a free raid, bro. Aw, toodles. I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Who else is live? Because, like, how funny would it be if I, like, raided into Queeman? Him and I just never interacted with each other at all. It's just, like... I just, like, raided into Queeman directly. It's just, like, hey, space viewers. Dude, he would be so fucking confused. Evil stuff. Fucking evil stuff, dude. But yeah, let me see. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna subject you all to Queeman. Okay. You guys are gonna love Queeman. He's gonna be so confused. But yeah, he's gonna be so fucking. Don't reject us to such gay stuff. Nope, you're being redirected, bro. Y'all gotta say, "What's up, bro? Yo, what's good? What's good, bro?" Y'all be like, "Hey, yo, Queeman, what's up?" All right, it's been fun. I'll probably stream again soon. I've been trying to do these a bit more often. I still got lots of topics, so yeah, you guys have fun. You guys have a fun night. Yeah, take care. Talk to y'all later. See ya.